recording. We're good now. We're good now. We're good now.
We left off last you guys in the midst of exploring a town that has an oddity going on with it. That oddity being that for the past couple of decades, almost, well, actually, yeah, more than there has been no men that have been born in the town of Threbbin. There's been only women, period. Which has created a problem in the sense of Threbbin being capable of any sort of long-term cohesion. And also a problem in the sense that there is merely one eligible bachelor in town who is scared shitless of admitting that he actually does have a crush on one individual woman for fear of all the other bachelorettes losing their goddamn minds, which would include the current governor. So there needs to be a fix. You have done some investigations and you have found out that apparently a good long while back, a coinciding event that occurred along with this sort of odd curse that has been going around is that the temple to Selasana had people no longer visiting it. For what particular specific reason is not entirely understood, but the priestess in charge at the time was very upset about this. And from what you guys know, she is no longer with us. She apparently died. And the only other sort of source or lead that you have in this regard is the fact that there used to be an old medicine lady that the town would use that lives in the swamplands to the south. That supposedly had some pretty unique capabilities and powers. Now, you still don't have a whole lot beyond that, though, in terms of being able to figure out what's going on or even how to fix it. So the question is, after you guys have already investigated the alchemist, you came to her and looked into her shop and asked her some questions, and found out that she has been attempting to figure out how to fix this and having come up with no practical solutions as of yet. And also her experimentations have garnered her a little bit of annoyance from the rest of the town. You don't really have a whole lot more to go off of. So, what are you doing?
Oh, and Neth and I are married with a kid.
Yeah.
It's a cover story. It's a cover story because Neth got approached by a big burly lady.
Who was gonna snatch Neth off and take him away somewhere awful.
You don't know it was awful.
It was probably going to be awful.
For all you knew, that was going to be the best night you ever had in your life. You don't know.
And Neth may never know. All right. So, we need to come up with a plan. Plan to break this curse.
I think I would vote with starting with the Swamp Witch, personally.
Yeah, that sounds like probably the best place to get more information or get some help.
It's just kind of a long walk.
It is.
And we can't take our carriage there because the swamp is notoriously bad for wheeled instruments. So it will be a hike. We have to leave our carriage here.
That'll be fun.
Which means we have to hike through the swamp with a child.
Yep.
that? Are we taking a child to the witch?
Are we leaving
Well, what
her
else
here?
are we gonna do with her?
Yes, I don't like any one of those.
Me and Neth say as we're holding her hands.
Someone at least covering her ears so she doesn't hear this.
She's big enough to know decisions that need to be made about her.
Yeah, don't tell us how to raise our daughter.
Am I a burden?
No, sweetie.
Not at the moment.
Kind of.
Who? Neth.
Look, she needs honesty in her life.
Well, she's not a burden to me.
I accept that you're a burden, and it's a burden I'm willing to take on. Neth pulls his scarf up a little bit to cover his face.
Should we
So-
find everybody else?
Yeah, I know Raiko was at the library. We should go hunt him down. Ra was at the
At
church.
the church,
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all left Ra behind.
Yeah. Who else are we missing? I think that's it.
At this point, because you guys have been like in multiple places, I think Ra would have found himself into the town somewhere. After obviously conversing with the priest,
The priestess.
priestess, yeah. Maybe this session I can finish that conversation.
Well, this session I think should be focused on the people who are probably going to be replaced. Right?
It's a Ra.
Yeah, so that's going to be Naira and
Hurrah.
or oh shit, I gotta change that.
Hurrah!
Well, while we go off exploring, trying to find you guys, we could cut over to you, so you can have your conversation.
Of course, with God's blessing.
Sure.
I require no divine blessing.
Oh no, divine blessings are always fun. They're never bad.
Yeah, never. Not
Never.
once.
They would never be bad.
Nope, you never have a bad divine blessing.
Yeah. Yeah, because at that point it's an eldritch boon.
Who are we skipping over to?
Ra.
Okay. Ra, you've been redirecting the growth of the plants in the temple for a bit, making sure that it looks pretty, that the plants are kind of acting as a little bit of a sealant for the various different cracks and crevasses that the temple has taken over, has had over the course of the last few decades that it's not been used all that frequently.
Structural integrity. Yes.
So, I guess the question is, what's going on with you?
Well, since the church is fortified and for the most of it made sure it's not gonna be collapsing anytime soon, I'm gonna ungrow the staff and take it off the ground and then rattle it a bit of the dirt or whatever is within the tiny roots of the staff now. I do hope that this will suffice for the time being.
I can't thank you enough for this. It's a blessing, truly. Is this normal for... I suppose I don't really know what your people are called.
Simply a passing by druid, hating to see another monastery or church wasting away from the time's erosion.
I look at it and I'm happy that something has been done, that I can at the very least rely on these plants for some time, but it's only so long that it's going to do anything. A lot of these I'm not going to be able to water or keep up with, so some wilting is going to be inevitable, especially the ones that are close to the roof. I don't know. I in no way want to sound ungrateful. I just wish that I had something more. I wish the people would be more willing to help me out with this, as opposed to having to rely on the kindness of strangers.
Yes. It is sad to see that the townspeople have let this beautiful church decay into such conditions. But if nothing else, I do hope this will buy you some time.
Well, hopefully enough time. What sort of food do you enjoy?
Food?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've tasted many a different things on my far travels, but I have yet to find most of it, I believe. There is a lot of things I have yet to try.
So Asana is a goddess that encourages us to show companionship and accommodating visitors, to represent hearth and home and warmth and togetherness. One part of her teachings, thankfully, that I have definitely grasped onto is the ability to cook.
It is a wonderful, wonderful teachings to follow.
So, do you have any preferences between a vegetarian meal or a meat-focused one?
Oh, I can definitely eat both. But meat is something of a rarer approach for me.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make you dinner then. I'll have to get some ingredients together and such, but at the very least, it's something. I'd feel absolutely awful if you just came by, helped me out, and just left without me giving something. We don't have money, but I do have some skills to offer, at the very least.
Very well. Would you say this evening would be a good time?
I would. You can feel
Very
free, of
well.
course, to stick around as much as you want. You'll eventually start smelling it, and I imagine that'll be nice.
Very well. I shall be returning this evening.
I'll have something I think you'll enjoy by then.
I look forward to it. Miss,
Ella, Tattersall.
Miss Ella, I'll be looking forward to it.
As a reminder, this is our lovely little priestess.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Roz got himself a date.
No. No.
Mm.
Ra don't do that. Ra don't go raw.
Once you go exoskeleton, you never go back.
Yeah.
It's always hard. But yeah, I'm gonna bid Ella farewell, and I'm gonna go back to the town, look around what I can find. Hopefully, my compatriots. But as I know, as a player, they're no longer in town. I'll just go look at the shops, because I do remember I needed some sort of shield of some kind, so probably armament or magic items or whatnot. So I did leave my shield behind in the grove.
So you're going to head off to get yourself a shield.
Yes.
Do you have any sort of preferences in terms of that being made out of steel, or would you prefer it to be a woodworked sort of deal?
Probably a woodwork.
Okay. Blacksmith probably isn't going to be your main goal there then.
Magic items are usually a good source of any sort of defense and or offense.
Magic items are nice.
Yeah.
Okay. The only spot that the group has found that has any sort of access to magic items is the general shop.
Yeah, general shop probably has most generic things, I'd imagine.
Generally speaking, yes.
Yes. You think you're so funny.
He does.
Yes.
I'm hilarious.
It was funny.
I never said it wasn't.
You head over to the general shop. You are greeted by a beautifully bearded fellow. Looks at you with a bit of curiosity as you make your approach. Welcome, welcome. What can I do for you, Mr.
Chira. And once again, mouth doesn't move, voice in his head.
Well, that's new. Chira, then. Can you just read my thoughts?
Oh, no. It is purely one-sided. My species do not have such muscles in our throats to make such sounds. We have gained telepathy in order to converse with most kinds. As long as one understands a single language, they will always understand me.
Well, that is incredibly interesting. Be interesting to learn
Wait.
how to actually speak in telepathy.
Outside of character, though, I thought that if you thought something back, he could read your mind, like what you say back to him.
No, I'm pretty sure this is very, very much one-sided. So
Oh.
it's not just
I
normal
thought you could, like,
telepathy.
literally just talk back and forth.
No,
Gotcha.
no, I can't talk. Without magic, you can't speak. You can use telepathy magically, transmitting your thoughts mentally to willing creatures.
Gotcha.
A contacted creature doesn't need to share a language with you, but must be able to understand at least one language.
Right.
And the telepathic link is broken if the distance between you is more than 120 feet, if either of you are incapacitated, or if either of you mentally breaks the contact. No action required. So if they don't want to hear me, they
Alright,
can
gotcha. I
also
understand
just,
now.
like,
My bad.
cancel it. Yeah. Yeah, it's one-sided.
Well, it's unfortunate because it would make things a little bit easier. But regardless, what can I do for you?
I am in the lookings of a new shield.
New shield?
I've lost my last one, and looking for a new one.
Well, generally speaking, people go to the blacksmith for such things. Is there a reason you're coming here for it?
I am not too fond of steel as a druid of my kind.
I see. So you prefer more natural sources. That's fair enough.
Indeed.
Well, I've had plenty of different adventuring types make their way through here from time to time. And some of them have sold and bartered and things along those particular lines, so I might have something that could be of help to you.
Amazing. I do need some time to kill after my visit to the church.
Ah. I do have this wonderful number. He picks up a shield that has what appears to be a crest of some particular sort that has been burned into the wood. This is an old shield from the days of, well, the early days of the Empire's formation, apparently. Was meant mostly to be used by people who had, soldiers in the front lines when they were in the midst of formation. Apparently, it's stronger the more allies that you have near you when you're using it. It is a little expensive due to the fact that there's not very many of these around anymore.
Yes. I do. Normally in fighting situations, I do tend to stay back. I am not exactly made of sturdy materials, even if the exoskeleton may say otherwise.
That's fair. Unfortunately, I don't have much in the way of shields outside of that, at least not ones that are of the wood variety.
Might you be magically inclined, as in the enhancement of such things?
Myself? No. I am as Normal as normal comes, I suppose.
Hmm. Might you know anyone in town who might be able to assist in such endeavors?
Well, I suppose you might get a little bit of help in terms of our, Well, no, I can't really say for certain. I don't know how all this magic stuff works. Maybe an alchemist will be helpful, maybe they wouldn't be.
There may be a chance. Might you perhaps have a simple wooden shield at the time being?
Oh, sure.
Yes, that should suffice for now, I believe.
Only 10 gold for a normal shield, then.
All right, I shall take it.
Do enjoy your purchase. The alchemy shop is located a little bit down near where the inn is located. Just across the way, about northeast of the actual inn itself, you'll find a nice little shop.
Ah, yes. Thank you for your help. Oh, and by the way, if you don't mind me inquiring, is there a reason the church has been let into such conditions? Abandoned, perchance?
It's a bit of a compounding issue. According to my father, long ago, Selasana, as a goddess, is meant to be worshipped on the road, normally. She has way shrines for that. So the creation of a temple was already seen as odd to begin with. But then there's also the fact that her teachings are about hospitality, companionship, and also travel. One of the issues with the travel part is that it was always getting people to leave the town. Threbbin is not exactly what one might call a bustling city full of whimsy and wonder, after all. So, people started seeing it as a something that was getting rid of some of the young ones, as far as our town's populace is concerned. It was inspiring them to do things that were reckless and foolhardy, abandoning their families to go off and do various sorts of things along those lines. So, in due time, people shunned the place. Not everybody, of course, but when enough people decide that a place is no longer fit to be attended to, the issue you get is that everyone else doesn't want to rock the boat, and so it ends up compounding on itself, you understand? Then, of course, the whole problem here began, and Selasana's church was blamed as part of it, since the disattendance of the place fairly coincided with the beginning of the problem, as it were. No hard proof or anything along those lines, but it only requires a coincidence for people to start putting forth a blame, so any sort of help to the church is also seen as, a social faux pas at the very least. I personally would love to keep the place as well repaired as possible, but, well, I have a bit of a double problem. Number one, the only person who's at the church is she's a lovely priestess. Very nice, very welcoming, very sweet, understanding. But,
Yes.
well, if I were to go, then for one, I am helping the church that is responsible for the problem that we have, so that would be the first problem that everybody would definitely see me pay for, in one way or another. But the other is that I would probably bring a lot of undue attention to her as well.
Yes, I did see that the church was in a sorry state. I do hope I bought it sometime.
Ah, you've done some work on the place then.
Yes, I tried to reinforce the walls with a bit more stable plant life than just weeds.
I am incredibly happy to hear that.
Yes.
How's
Well-
Ella doing, by the way? Is she healthy?
She seemed fine from what I saw.
Good.
She was hoping to repay me with a dinner on the evening.
Oh, you'll love it. One thing that she definitely excels at is cooking.
Yes, I do hope so. I have yet to try many things yet.
I've only ever had the opportunity to test it out during some events that take place in town when everyone's encouraged to make something and bring it, but she's very talented. You'll love it.
I shall look forward to it. But I do believe it should be time for me to look for the alchemist and hopefully some of my compatriots. I thank you for the shield and your patronage.
Of course, sir. Enjoy your day, and I do hope that the alchemist will be able to help you.
Farewell. As I take a step back out the general store and start going the general direction of the alchemist that was given to me.
Which will coincide with several of the rest of your party. So, I believe it was Soup, Neff, Naira, who were at the alchemy shop. Yes?
Yes.
All right then. As the three of you, well, some of you are doing some shopping here, but as your questions are sort of wrapping up in terms of relevance, this is when you find Chira entering into the shop itself, which, of course, gets our alchemist's attention as she gives a glance over and tilts her head for a moment, saying, "Ooh, I might be able to do some experiments with this one."
I was hoping for you to do an experiment for me instead. Also, hello, friends.
Ira.
I have found you.
So, how was the rest of your time at the church? Find out anything interesting?
Well, I helped her repair the place a little bit, hopefully giving it some more time before inevitable collapse. She's going to repay me with a dinner this evening, and afterwards I went to the general store, which I finally found myself a new shield. Which brings us to my experimentation for our alchemist. Would you be willing to try enhancing this wooden shield with
You want me to enhance it?
Oh, I'm asking the alchemist if she got some for the wooden shield,
Soup's
mayhaps.
gonna do his best not to look offended. I don't know how well he's gonna do that.
Oh no, I'm just asking if she got some interesting stuff. Because it's wood. It soaks liquids well. It's an alchemist. I know you got some good stuff. That's not a question.
It's okay. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Naira
This
also
one-
hiding away her alchemist supplies.
Yeah, this one was ready to try experiments on me. So maybe this one's got some fucking unhinged shit with him.
Well, suppose we should go find Raiko. We have a
If
long
you
walk.
just give me a little moment, I will be right there with you.
Here,
Yeah,
why don't you meet
Tropic
us?
also. He's finishing up looking at some potions, and he looks more excited than he did a couple of seconds ago.
Well, then you guys meet us back at the inn. We'll just meet there.
At the end, very well.
Naira, you coming with me, or do you have more shopping to do too?
Nope, I am ready.
All right. Do you know how to get to the library?
No clue.
Do you think Raiko managed to figure it out?
It is Ryko, so it's questionable.
Well, it's also Henrietta, bitch.
That doesn't mean she knows where it is.
I'll ask for directions. If I could remember the name of our esteemed alchemist. Soup. Well, Soup, do you know how to get to the library?
Actually, if he would have seen it or passed it, he would have paid attention to where the library is. 100%. Yeah, he's drawn to library.
You can definitely find your way to the library. It's not going to be
Cool.
a problem, especially with Melbourne. In terms of the reason why our dear Tra is here, obviously he wants to see if he can get an enchantment on his shield, which you can. You can get a +1 enchantment for 500 gold.
Shit, say less. She didn't got any weird experiments she could have done.
She does have a bunch of weird experiments that she'd like to do, but they do require you to sign a waiver.
You know what? Would you like to do a trade?
Like, what do you mean?
Waive some of the price of the enchantment, and I shall let you do experiments for the money exchanged.
Oh, I thought you were just going to let me do the experiments generally.
If there is a waiver involved, that usually means that it may be life-threatening.
I mean,
You know what? For every 100 gold you waive off the price, I will let you do one experiment. Sound
not sure
agreeable?
the total worth on that.
As Tra is reading the waiver. She's thinking.
Well, let's see here. I only really have a couple that I'm super curious on when it comes to a person who has a carapace for a body.
I am more than happy to negotiate about the pricing.
Okay. Half price, and I get to do 2 experiments on you.
Very well. So 250.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Charles gonna come back with some fucking mutations.
Mm.
$1,654. Here we go. Delete the shield. +1 shield.
I have so many that I could be doing, but let's just see which one takes my.
And as Shra kind of sits down in a nearby chair, waiting.
Roll
for
me 2d6.
instructions.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Once each, or just 2d6?
Just 2d6.
Just 2d6. Slash R 2d6. 3 and a 2. Very middle on both of those.
Okay. It's going to be that one and that one.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
I like that. This is gonna be fun.
Is she laughing like that, or is Lundy laughing?
Both.
That's
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Both. There is no wrong answer.
All right. I'm gonna fucking die.
Well, if that happens, we don't have to worry about Ryan anymore.
Yeah,
She does a little
yeah.
bit of a mixing and matching, a little bit of scrunching, a little bit of mashing, as she creates a couple of items for you.
Mm.
All right. She sets down what appears to be a clay bowl filled with a thick, bubbling purple paste.
Mm.
It smells like vinegar mixed with honey and charcoal.
It's not bad.
She claps her hands together and says, "Now, this is going to make those mandibles of yours strong enough to crack a dragon's bone. I hope. That's the idea."
Mm. Shara hands her the signed waiver.
She takes it for a moment, reads over it, and sees your signatures and kind of double checks them for a moment before saying them off to the side. Okay. She dips a wide wooden brush into the paste and starts to smear it liberally across your mandibles. Immediately, you feel this sort of like tingling, burning sensation.
Mm.
Smoke begins to kind of curl from your mouth as the paste begins to fizz, and she starts rapidly writing down notes on a parchment. Oh yes, don't mind the sizzling. That means it worked. That means it's working.
This is not the first time I've been burned. Shara's fingertips are all completely black with soot. Permanent soot.
A little bit of it begins to dribble down your chin and onto the floor as tiny patches of the stone floor begins to hiss. Every time you try to close your mouth, more bubbles begin to form, and she like gives a big grin and nods. Remarkable. Now, you don't need to speak, which is really good because opening your mouth, bad idea right now. I would like to see what would happen, but that's a separate deal entirely.
So keep my mouth closed for the time being, yes?
Unless you want to be adventurous.
Let's just see what this one does.
Okay. So, first thing that happens is, so as far as the effect that this has, occasionally you can't help but drool some sizzling spit, which makes you even more uncomfortable to look at. You have disadvantage on persuasion checks.
Okay.
All
right.
Second experiment. She lays down a jar filled with this thick greenish oil that smells of a mixture of mint and sulfur at the same time. She gestures for you to stick your legs out. Now we're going to loosen those fibers of yours. Think of it as a lubrication for your stride.
Very well. As I do as she says.
Are you guys doing this out in the open, or did you go back into like a private room?
It's like right out in the open inner shop.
Oh, Soup's watching this like the Michael Jackson popcorn meme.
She slathers the oil up and down at your joints, kind of humming to herself. And then almost instantly, the leg that the oil is on right now begins to like just twitch uncontrollably. And then your other leg begins to jerk. And within moments, you find like you have this restless leg syndrome thing going on where you just can't really control them all that well, but they need to move. As you're clicking about wildly with your feet, the glass jars rattle on the shelves, and a copper pan falls from a hook with a clang. And our dear Miss Copeland is just writing down notes. Magnificent overcompensation. The musculature is practically singing. You try to control your legs, but they just keep twitching in random spasms. You accidentally kick a stool and send it flying. Another kicks a basket of dried herbs across the room, and she's just entirely unconcerned. She's like, all right, side effects are merely characterful. You'll thank me when you leap like a cricket, I think, and soon enough, when it takes effect.
Did she just call me a cricket?
No, she'll say you'll jump like a cricket.
Oh, jump like a cricket.
Yeah. She pats you on the leg and gives a nod. All right, this was very promising. I'm going to call this the Twitcher's Tonic. Not exactly what I was looking for, but at the very least, experiments are done, and hopefully no long-term side effects. This tonic has quote-unquote loosened up your unused muscle fibers.
Okay.
The downside is that once per combat, I can force you to make a dex save, or you just drop whatever you're holding.
Because of my legs?
Fibers.
Because of your twitchy muscles. Now, if you want to do some more, I have other ones. I have an idea for some kite and shine. I have some idea for an Antella amplifier, a digestive booster, ocular enhancements.
Now, as fun as those sound, I think
Do
we
it.
will be checking the long-term effects of these ones first. Why don't we?
Okay, fine.
I love this chick.
Now, I thank you for your patronage and your inquisitive nature. But I must catch up to my compatriots.
You catch up with everybody else after these unfortunate situations. You find yourself kind of like dancing down the street as you're still getting used to your twitchy muscles. Soup following close behind, I suppose.
Yeah, with just a bag of clanky potions in his hand. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Neth sees you guys coming and like notices and then looks away and then looks back, concerned about Ra's extra pep in his step.
Does Ra look different to you? More slobbery and jittery?
Yes, I
I
let the
Ra,
person do some
it's
experiments.
okay. It's okay if you have a drug problem. I used to work with these people a lot.
I have a what?
Drug problem? I don't know if that's what they call them where you're from, but they expand your mind, allegedly.
Not sure where I come from. That's called meditation.
No. It's normally in the some kind of substance is ingested.
I don't think I've heard of those yet. I must try them.
Looks like you just did.
The drugs.
Oh, no. Apparently this, as he kind of points to his mandibles, this was supposed to make my mandibles a lot stronger, but so far it just makes me drooly. And then she put something on my legs. Not. She said that it would make me jump better, but feels a bit wobbly for now. If I may be honest with you, I don't think they worked.
Yes, she might have been a bit of a quack, but she had some decent wares. He kind of clanks his bag a few more times.
Be fair, Soup. When has your first experiment ever been successful?
Almost never.
Well, if
Well-
nothing else, I did get a half-off discount.
At least we have a long walk for you to get used to your legs again.
It's so weird because it's you put it on my legs,
Mm-hmm.
and then the effect is you drop your things from your hands.
Your pants fall down mid combat.
It's like I understand if it makes me prone whenever you choose me, but if it drops my things, wouldn't she put that shit on my hands?
You've got some other muscle spasms going on.
Yeah.
Well,
You
see,
talk about the loose
the
stool.
idea is, yes, your legs are gonna just spasm. The check doesn't get rid of that. It just makes it so that you don't like panic and fall and like drop something, essentially, when it happens.
Yeah, just add prone to that, and it makes sense me dropping my shit.
He wants to be prone. Let him.
Listen, I'm just
Okay.
saying it doesn't make sense otherwise.
I'll add prone to it. Fine. I'm
Yeah,
fine with that. I don't give a shit.
it's like
Lundy's like, more fun for me. Lundy was trying to go easy on you.
I know, but listen, I'm going to be changing characters anyway. Fuck it, you know. Let him have fun.
I would have done more experiments then.
Yeah,
Yes,
but then that would
but
take
I
a lot
knew-
more time.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a long walk to get to.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get to the library. Raiko, what remind me what you were looking up while you were here.
We were doing research on the history of just the town in general to see if we can make any connections, because Neth mentioned to me that this might be like a place of profane to one of the main remind me which god this is, Isaac.
It was the goddess of travel and companionship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So basically the goddess of, like, you know, all this stuff, but it's not doing it. So it's like a profane, so there might be a place for a seal. So he mentioned this to me, and then I ran off straight to the library to see what history I can look up with Henrietta, and then kind of get to know whatever history, you know, whatever we could to try to see if we can make a connection.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Since you have Henrietta helping, then you can do so with advantage.
Investigation. So what
Gonna
me
come
and
a time.
Henrietta were working toward was proficiency in history too, by the way.
Okay.
19.
So you find that as far as this sleepy little town is concerned, there's only really there's not really a lot of significant history here. There's a lot of sort of basic bare bones stuff, you know. The founding of the town was from a man named Gary Threbbin, who came here, and he was really tired, and he saw the southern hills one day and thought that just looked brilliant, and he wanted to make a town here, so he founded a town here. You know, there's very basic stuff. AKA the origin story of like 95% of small towns in the United States.
Okay.
But there is a mention of Threbbin as one of multiple places that has been affected by a legend that has been written about across a series of books. That legend is the Lady of the Coast.
Okay.
Supposedly, the Lady of the Coast predates the Empire as a whole.
Like Oregon?
And, yes. Supposedly. This is just what it says. Some stuff might be exaggerated. Some stuff might just be a result of things getting lost in translation between various different people who have talked about it over time. Who knows? But the story as it is that this lady existed in Oregon prior to the establishment of any sort of empire. She exists on the southern coastlines of Oregon, and has been responsible for the helping and proliferating of various sort of small towns and settlements and even trading posts along that particular section of Oregon, generally speaking. There's no agreement as to what she is or even what she looks like. Supposedly, various different people report back entirely contradictory things. As some would report, as you would expect, some might like to report an elderly, kindly old lady who invites them into her home and feeds them a simple meal and discusses what it is that they need. Some report that she is actually eternally youthful and beautiful when she brings you inside of her home. Some report that, in fact, she appears to them as a child. But every time, she is always a woman, and every time she is able to mend whatever sort of ills the person who comes to them has. Unfortunately, her method of mending can sometimes be, at least according to reports, somewhat roundabout. Which has resulted in people
What
having
does that
mixed
mean?
opinions about her.
What do you mean by that? Is roundabout?
You know how, like, when you ask a genie for a wish, they'll give you the wish, but it'll
But
not be the way that you thought it was going to be?
Yes.
Like that.
Okay.
Like that.
Basically, she'll heal it, but it gives them a new problem, possibly.
Potentially. Or, in order to heal it, creates a new problem that results in it healing.
Right.
Which still creates a problem.
Gotcha. She just trades it off.
More or less. But, supposedly also, and at least according to reports of people who have dealt with her, it always requires a trade of some particular sort. And these trades can sometimes be basic, you know, just paying her some gold for something. These are reported to be coinciding with small asks, like someone's got a fever and they'd like it to be lifted, things like that. She'll just charge a little bit of gold. But for much larger asks, she gets a little bit more esoteric with it, asking for a firstborn child, asking for the first snowflake of the winter to be brought to her before it melts. Like weird shit.
Okay. About to say we kind of know somebody like this.
Do you now?
Kinda.
Do we know?
Yeah. Kinda.
Do we now?
And I have a sending stone to talk to him. I don't think
the
this
wizard?
is him or anything. No, I have Quaker. He's a changeling or whatever, right?
Yeah, he doesn't ask for your firstborn child to cure your
I don't think
diseases.
that he is her. But he, he appears as whatever the fuck, but I don't know. It says she's down on the southern coastline. So they're all coming to the library, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, basically everyone just heard this, and I relay all of this to them as well. Let's see. Where's my map of Oridan? Where are you? You said it's in the southern coastline, and we are currently in. Actually, where are we?
We're almost to the East Coast, like Central East
Right,
Coast.
like those little mountains right there, like right before those little mountains to the west of Grovair.
You're here. That's where I placed Rago. That's where I put your token.
Yep, that's us.
I don't see anything. Where? Oh, okay, it's loaded.
Look at those mountains on the coast.
No, it's loaded.
What?
It's just taking a minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So he said it was, or the research said exists on the southern coastlines of Oridan. So maybe Anchor?
Well, Anchor's another town.
Yeah, the coast is more
Kind of like here?
the actual coast, I think. Yeah.
Or would it be on the other side of the mountains? I guess with the southern coast, it would be like.
Maybe even as far south as the Maris swamplands.
Because, I mean, we could always maybe figure out a way to take these up, but, okay. Let's see. Or exists on the southern coastline. So this is just a story that's just existed, but she's always a woman, and she always heals. And it was started by a guy named Gary Threbbin. So
That was the town that
right.
was founded by.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
in the research, when did they first realize that the issue, that it was they were basically only birthing women? Like roughly when did that start, and when did they I don't know. Like what information did I find on that?
Tracing it back, it was about 25 years ago.
Oh, I thought it was longer. Oh, I thought it was longer than that ago. 5 years ago. All right. Do we have any brainstorming ideas here for the information that we have so far?
Well, I mean, we have a common thread. Is this lady of the coast?
Yeah.
We need to find out how to find her.
Might she be the Swamp Witch?
She might be, but do we know exactly where that Swamp Witch's hut is, or do we just know the southern coast? That's a big area.
You're right.
Well,
maybe we can ask some of the old people who might have been to this witch's house.
Good call.
there wasn't anything other than the southern coast that I found in my research, Lundy, that said where you can possibly find her, where she usually pops up or shows up.
It doesn't give a direct location that she tends to be.
When was the last time from the research I was doing that like it was she did like something or like worth a note?
Sorry, hold on. I'm being called by somebody. I'll be right back.
Sure. Or various things.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can ask some locals that are old enough to have maybe been there when she was doing her medicine. See if we know specifically that the general shopkeeper's parents were having issues, and they're no longer around. But they might have told somebody where they were going. If there's any friends of the family, we could try to find them.
You know, so hold on. Maybe I'm not remembering. Was somebody ever in the history that was like that ran this town or anything like that have issues with birthing a child?
We didn't look at that specifically.
Because
The
the
only
way
the
this
only
sounds,
issues with
No, the religious lady cursed him, or that's what we thought.
yeah. So
Wait, what was the
Wait,
question?
yeah, hold on. What would you say, Sue?
The religious lady that owned the church before, it sounded like she cursed them for not going to the church. That was our theory last week. But we don't know if this religious lady that died or didn't die is also in relation to the lady of the coast, you know?
I also believe that DM Lundy said that the parents of the eligible bachelor was having issues conceiving before they had him, and
Yeah,
then
I
the
mean,
mom died giving birth to him.
that was Isaac who said that, but yeah.
Oh,
So it sounds like since there was a trade that has to be made every time that she does this in this roundabout way, and maybe what happened is basically right, and I think everyone here is kind of thinking the same thing, is that somebody really wanted to have like maybe a boy or a girl or something, but the trade was like, I don't know, like, yeah, sure, you can have this male, but nobody else will have males.
I think it was more somebody made a deal with this lady and then broke the deal, so she cursed the town in response.
That makes sense too, but the only reason I say that is because Lundy specifically used what I just said as an example.
What do you mean?
Like he's when he started saying like when people ask for bigger things, she gets more esoteric about it. Like if somebody comes and asks like because they are not able to conceive and they want to conceive, she will have a big trade in accordance with it. It's something he specifically said.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying.
there were. Here's what I think happened. The general store's owner's parents were having trouble. This trouble might have been like a widespread issue across the town. This caused a decline in the religious attendance because everybody was like, our God has abandoned us.
I'm sorry, I had my shit cut out for a second. I didn't hear anything you just. Can you repeat that one time?
God damn it.
I'm sorry, my fucking thing like disconnected and I had to reconnect my wireless headset.
General shop owner, parents having trouble conceiving. Could have been a widespread issue across the entire city or the town. This caused a decline in the attendance to church because they thought the goddess of companionship was not helping them.
So that all things are connected, you say?
Yes. Because of this decline, the priestess went to the Lady of the Coast to figure out how to fix things. And in order to fix the fertility issue, she had to give something up. that something could have been something esoteric, like
all the
her
boys.
kindness. And the roundabout solution would be, oh, well, they can have children, just no men.
I see. Yeah, I could see that absolutely
Yeah.
being feasible.
So, basically, we just gotta find this bitch.
Yes. But we need to find out who knows how to find her.
Yeah.
Right. We just can't wander. I mean, I guess we could wander, but
But what
That's
about
why I was
Ra's dinner
asking-
tonight?
Well, actually, that's why I asked Lundy the question before he had a call. Wait, is he back?
Yeah, I'm here.
No.
I'm here.
Oh.
So,
I also think that we don't want to leave to a swamp when it's nighttime.
Well, we're not going to the swamp yet. It's going to take us a while to get there. We got to hike.
Well, yeah.
But we need to find out where we're hiking to
right.
first.
So,
Yeah.
in my research, Lundy, what was the latest documented, like, whatever of this lady of the coasts in action?
Like, as far as the book is concerned, like 100 years ago.
Oh. So, like, nothing I'm reading is, like, recent?
No.
Okay.
Hence why it's legend at this point.
Yeah, Soup mentioned that there was a witch medicine lady that some of the older folk went to, that was able to cure them,
Perfect.
and that was somewhat recently. So I think we need to ask about that.
Yeah.
Ask those people about that.
those are older, so I don't know how somewhat recently they is. They could have said the other day and meant 15 years ago, but I do.
Right, but that
Right,
is
where else are we gonna go?
Right.
about as recent as we're getting.
Alright, so where are we going? Where were those people?
We're gonna go play checkers.
Oh, those guys.
Yep. I'll follow Soup.
Yeah, I guess that's what we'll head back and see if they're willing to talk a little bit more. I kind of made one mad, so we'll see.
The old fellers,
Yeah, but old men love to talk.
they do.
They do.
What are they playing?
Old maid.
What?
Well made.
The fuck
Playing
is
cards.
That's a game.
that? Is it a card game?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a card game usually played by old people.
Maybe they also have friends that they play euchre with. I don't know, but right now it's Old Maid.
Yeah. Chess, various forms of checkers, dominoes, old maid, go fish. They've got loads of games to pass the day by.
Okay.
So we're following suit back to the old people.
We're gonna see if they know any more than they told me before. However, I was with them before, and I was like by myself. Now I've got like a
A
circus.
posse of young people, of young things.
They're all people.
All right. You approach them, and the one that Suit beat at chess looks to him for a second and goes, "What the fuck do you want?"
Well, I was thinking about what you said, and I was.
Come here to make me feel like an idiot again?
No, I'm sure you don't need help with that. I brought my friends to I brought my friends to see if you could direct us toward the lady in the south that you mentioned before. They kind of they don't they don't believe you and they want to meet her.
Been a long time since someone's gone out to see her, I think. I don't even know if she's still alive. She was old when we were babies. And yet people still went and got her. And she's probably an elf or something.
Do you have a fairly recent whereabouts?
I'm pretty sure it's south of the hillsides along the coastline.
You were saying the coastline is very large, Isaac. Do you want to get him to Do you want to get him to narrow that down?
Do you mean the hills just east of here?
Oh, yeah.
So
South
if
of the
we
hills
go-
along the coast.
How far along the coast south of the hills?
Well, I don't really know too much about specifics. I just know that it's a good thing that you take a good old stroll along that coast. Just enjoy it for a bit. Eventually you'll find it. Provided she ain't dead.
Do you have to enjoy the stroll?
I did.
I'm gonna look to the other old person there that he's playing games with. Do you know anything more?
I know she don't like people coming in uninvited.
How do you get an invitation?
Normally she just asks you what you want. And if she likes what you have to say, then you can come on in. If she don't like what you have to say, I wouldn't recommend going.
What does she typically like to hear?
I don't really know. It's kind of like a ghostly voice in your head.
What?
Voice in your head.
Yeah, she knows where her territory starts and stops. When you enter into it, she asks you what you want. And if you say something that makes her mad, she tells you to get off her lawn.
Oh, she
This is-
telepathically talks to you?
This is a creature that you willingly went to go visit.
Well, yeah. She's been dealing with people's sicknesses that the usual folks can't handle for years. She's also helped with crops. A few fellers said she made their dicks bigger. I'm not sure if I believe them, though.
What about made a dick, like, period?
Well, she's magic. I don't know if there's something magic can't do, so maybe.
Neth kind of looks at Raiko with a very concerned, confused look.
Raiko doesn't notice him because he's thinking to himself very, very seriously.
Well, we appreciate your guys' assistance.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if you find her and she's still alive, tell her Hector thanks her for the whole wife situation.
What was your wife's situation?
You know, it's best that you don't ask that.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's probably something I don't need to know. Alright, well, I think we have at least a heading. We should start planning our trip down that way.
So what do we plan to say to her?
Oh, we need to figure that out during the walk. What's a good, enticing...
I have a
Bit of-
cloaca and I'd like to have a dick.
I don't think that's enticing.
Yeah, that doesn't sound interesting to you.
It's probably a new one.
Just has to
Maybe
be
I
an original.
fell in
That's all
love.
it is.
I fell in love with an elf, but we can't have children because I have a cloaca and our parts don't match.
Well, that's one idea. Do we have any others?
I actually think that's not a horrible idea. To be honest.
I mean, it's not. It is an idea.
If we have to take the girl with us, could we use? I'm not going to do a cloaca story with her,
Oh,
but
we can
could
remove
He
we
wants
use
his
her?
parents back.
Maybe remove her participation.
Marking.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Maybe remove her memory of it, and maybe that will somehow it or something. I don't know. This could actually be like a really good double. Like, we could actually maybe get it removed and solve the problem of the city.
Yeah.
I don't know if making a deal with this creature is actually worth it. Like, seriously going through a deal with this thing.
We don't have to go through with it. We just need a guise of getting in there.
Or do we want to get the girl involved at all?
I don't think we should. Trying to mix patrons, if you will, might dissuade our Lady of the Coast from meeting us.
So we're going with the cloaca to dick strategy.
I mean, we could say the kid wants her parents back.
That's a big ask.
It's
Well,
got to be something big.
Actually, in D&D, that's not that big of an ask. Now that I think about it.
Well,
Well,
the bodies
maybe
are
it still
flesh
is, I'm not
golem.
sure. Yeah,
So
but it's still.
I think that's just
it's
going to
still
get our hopes
include-
up.
it's-
Something
it's
we
still
can't do.
including the child.
That's worse.
Using the child isn't what I'm concerned about. It's using the child tied to my patron.
It's upsetting his patron.
And fucking you too. Okay, I mean that works. I mean, it's kind of fucked up because maybe the child will hear like us talking about that. She'll be like, "Oh, I might get my parents back," and we're just gonna be like, "No, we're just fucking with her."
Well,
It's kind of
But,
fucked
yeah.
up.
well, we've got the cloaca, we've got the parents.
Well, she seems to care a lot about like relationship type things. Like the one guy said, "Tell Hector thanks for the whole wife situation." So this is something she responds to. Like,
Yeah, but
you
it
could
might-
say Naira is like my lover, and we're trying to like have a child, but we can't.
Thought
No,
Naira was
thanks.
my lover.
I'm married, Rego. Sorry.
Well, good thing I don't give a fuck about you, and I have a fiance back home. Thank you.
Does she have a cloaca?
Yes, she does.
That might put a
It's an
hole in our
arranged
plan.
marriage, but we are interested in each other.
That could seriously compromise your idea then. If she has the ability to read emotions or read thoughts,
Ooh, that's a good point.
she'd know we're lying.
Maybe. I mean, we could see what she offers to bring the kids' parents back. That's real.
Yeah, but I'm worried about the state that they'll be brought back in.
Oh God.
Well, I don't think we're gonna actually go with it. I think it gets us an in, and then we'd start discussing other things with her, right?
Oh, what if we're honest? What if we just tell her that we want to talk about the town?
I don't know. I mean,
Did the only
maybe
person
we
with
don't
the
know anything about her.
deception proficiency just offer to be honest?
I mean, that could go two drastically different ways.
The concern I have with lying to her is asking her for one thing and then blindsiding her with another thing.
True.
Might make
Those
her mad.
are all fair points.
One of us can walk in and see what she says to the truth, see if she wants to talk about it.
You know what? Actually, that's probably the solution. We literally just say, hey, we want to help this city, and we need your help to fix the city.
That's true. She doesn't have to know we're accusing her of it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's probably the best way to go about it.
Because then she'll be like, ah, it was me. Or like some shit. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's...
First, we gotta find her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he said we basically just go down, start at the one point on the coast, and we just go down until we see it.
And we'll walk until she talks to us.
Right, yeah. So we got a game
Or-
plan? See what we're doing?
Yeah. I guess we'll leave in the morning, let Rala have his dinner.
Yes. Gather resources for the upcoming hike.
Yeah, make sure you guys have supplies and whatnot.
While I was in this library, Lundy,
Mhm.
did they have anything that was like worth learning
Yeah.
as I further
library?
myself into Wizard?
What is your question?
Like when I was in that library, I had a lot of books that I have been reading like every long rest, where I attune to the thing and then have it be then, and then I wake up an hour early and then unattune to it, and basically just using her to just constantly read books while practicing for my proficiency in history. Did the library have any books I can exchange these for that are outside of what we're researching here?
Like history books or
Yeah, either history or things that just help me with, things I'm trying to learn about.
I mean, yeah, it's got some basic history books. I mean, the stuff that you've been looking into as far as Lady of the Coast is concerned is technically history.
Okay.
Even though it is legend.
Alright, then when we do this, I just continue researching anything.
Raiko's getting some history books.
And that's just going to go back to the room and kind of hang out.
All right.
Keep a low profile. He's going to do some journaling.
Things are waiting because of
Ra's got his dinner thing, and then
Tattersall has a dinner with Ra.
we don't want to leave too late in the evening, so we're going to get a good night's sleep before we wander off into the swamp.
Well, there's nothing anybody else wants to go over. Ra,
Yes.
later on in the evening, you make your way back to the temple, and you can sense quite the spread inside. It seems. You can almost smell it from the outside. As you enter in, a table has been set up at the front of the pews, with a couple of chairs on either end of the table. And Ella is bringing out the last of the various different dishes she is putting onto the whole of the spread. She looks to you and gives a wave and gestures for you to come closer. Glad that you've arrived. Everything is pretty much ready for you. Some things might still be a little hot. They've been simmering in the pots, but I think you'll find that to be a part of the charm. We've got some wild herb and lentil stew. It's a base of lentils, carrots, and onions that have been simmered. Seasoned with some wild thyme, some marjoram, and some bay leaf from my garden. That is finished with a dash of vinegar. I liked it. I think it makes it, it gives it more of a complex taste. Got some flatbread. I have baked myself. Got a salad. Various different greens, spinach, mustard leaf, beet tops. Some shaved radishes, pickled onions. Dressed with some olive oil, which I only ever get out for the special guests. Some roasted pumpkin.
I'm getting hungry.
For dessert, a honeyed berry compote. So, blackberries, elderberries, apple slices, with a spoonful of honey to make it nice and sweet.
Wow.
I made some mint and chamomile tea to help wash it all down. And for Celisana's sake, a sprig of rosemary to be added to the tea, which is symbolic for remembrance and healing, which I think definitely covers this.
Wow, this looks absolutely magnificent.
It doesn't look near as good as what you've done for the temple, which looks beautiful.
Well, thank you. Well then, shall we?
Please.
As Tara sits down, trying to hide the weird drool a little bit. Which
She takes it as a compliment.
Yeah, which to be fair, in this instance, would definitely be an improvement. Funny enough.
How messy is Ra as an eater, by the way?
I don't think Try is much of a messy eater. It's just the mandibles just kind of take the things into the mouth, and it just kind of like disappears periodically, very neatly.
This is going to be a very awkward dinner with your restless leg syndrome and your drool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting down, so I should be fine, I believe. I might kick the fucking table leg, I guess, but it's just gonna hurt me a bit.
Gonna shake the table.
Maybe. Either way. Yeah, no, Ra shouldn't be too much of a messy eater, to be fair. I've seen how mantids eat, and they don't leave no crumbs.
She spends most of the time sort of watching you, taking bits and pieces for herself here and there, but mostly just making sure that you're getting your fill before diving into her own dishes. She continues to kind of like examine you as if you're just like this fascinating thing, which you are. You are incredibly rare, something that nobody in town has ever seen before. And just kind of like watching you eat is in and of itself like a unique experience.
Yeah.
Eventually, when you finish it all up, she gives a shrug and says, "It looks like you enjoyed it."
Oh, it was great. I couldn't have asked for more.
Good. I'm glad. most of everything that I make here, I have to kind of grow myself. So
It was delicious.
well, I just dearly wish there was something more that I could give you in terms of a thank you. Dinner is good and all, but it just doesn't really match what you've done here.
Worry not. It is. Consider it a donation of some kind. An act of kindness in a not so kind world. The meal was more than I could have asked for a thank you.
Well, unfortunately, this is the best thank you I can offer, but I'm glad that you accept it.
You should look up to yourself a little more. This was amazing.
It's easy to make a meal when you don't have a lot to do throughout the day.
Yes, but I do believe I should probably start going back. Me and my compatriots shall be beginning quite a hike tomorrow. And I need to make sure I have everything ready in the morning. For the morning.
Are you leaving?
Yes, we will be traveling to the swamps. Into the... What was their name again?
Lady of the Coast.
Lady of the Coast, I believe. To try and inquire of this town's current situation.
I see. Be careful. It's not that
Of
I don't
course.
trust her, but I've heard a lot of stories.
Yes, the old men did tell quite the stories. We shall take care and make sure we will return back in one piece. As Chira just kind of gets up, bows to the priestess, thanks her once again for the meal, and takes his leave to make sure he's ready in the morning.
All right. The rest of you also are going to be getting a perfectly fine rest, though none of you get the incredibly well-cooked meal that Ra gets. You just get the basic shit.
It's still yummy, I guess.
So in the morning, obviously, all of you have the opportunity to get yourselves together and ready.
Neth rouses from his his trance, kind of in a bit of a cold sweat, but he's up and ready to go.
Soup's been working on his potions. Let's see what he got. Healing, and I believe 6 is flight, maybe. Let me check that again.
I have to let my dogs out, so I'll be right back. But Neth is ready to go, and we'll be wandering with you guys.
Okay.
Healing and transformation. It's alter self. We got an alter self spell. I don't know that we can trick a witch with that, but for the day, we got alter self and healing. Aquatic environments, spouting gills, and
Bourgeois.
webbing between your fingers. I guess if anybody needs to take a swim, we can make you a little bit fishy.
Bourgeois.
Okay. Any other sort of preparations that need to be going on before you all do stuff?
Nah, I still am pretty well equipped from the last, big purchases of shit.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good.
Like, I still got
I
my
just spent all my
potion
money
of
on drugs,
invisibility.
so
Does anybody want a cloak of protection at 1/3 the normal price?
why do you have that?
What do you mean? I'm upgrading. I bought a headband of intellect and I only have 3 attuned things.
For how much?
I don't know, how much do these usually go for, Lundy?
Cloak of protection?
Yep.
I want to say 500.
Okay. So, I believe 160 gold.
Okay, I'll give you 160 gold for that, and then I will put it around, damn it, why can't, I don't want to, it's not Vivian, it's, Valerie.
Oh my god, why you gotta make me look like a dickhead?
What do you mean?
I push you to the side and I just begrudgingly put it around fucking Valerie.
I can give you money for it, Braco.
Shut the fuck up. You're not gonna give me money to then protect the child and make me look like an asshole.
Might as well have just charged the child, Ryko. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I'm just gonna remove this shit. Thanks for that.
I'll like readjust it on her since it's gonna be like a little big, and I'll be like, this will help keep you safe.
So now I'm down to 19. Update. Update, you bitch. Okay.
I gotta change a stank butt, but I still have my headset on.
Oi. Schwa carriage.
Alright, stinky guy.
Is there any chance with some training we can actually make Walter a war camel?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Is there stat block for war camel?
Well, there's a war horse.
What are we trying to do? I just got back.
He wants to make Walter a war
How
camel.
long it would take to make Walter a war camel? Which I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, in 6 months.
Hell yeah. I'm marking this down.
Start counting down the days.
Description.
Oh.
Admirations to be war camel in 6 months.
Ugh.
Live your best life. Dream your biggest dream.
Dude.
Do it for Walter.
Yeah, like what do you mean?
Yeah, no, have fun. Do it. Get your war camera. I don't care.
Let's see. He'll have spit attack.
Anyway, how far have we made it down the down our trip?
I'd say day of travel. I'll put you right about there. I'd reach the southern tip of the hills. It's fairly quiet. There's no wildlife that's coming out to attack you in any one regard.
She stepped on it. Did she hurt herself? Okay.
Things are pretty quiet. And eventually you guys have to rest for the evening. As you rest, make me perception checks.
Hey, my daughter just stepped on a mirror and it broke. Give me like a few minutes.
Yeah.
I am also still changing his stank ass.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 16.
I too got a 16.
I got one stinky baby.
Does that lower your perception or?
For sure.
If we're counting my sense of smell, yeah, probably.
Do I also make a perception or?
Yes.
I think so. He did.
All right.
Alright, buddy. Let's get the stappy on here.
You're
16
fucking
is the
kidding.
number.
16, 16, 16.
We're all paying the exact same amount of attention,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's crazy.
which is
Just give me a second and I'll get back there and roll a 5.
it's a fair bit of attention. Like we're doing
All right,
good.
fucking guidance on top of that. God, Bean.
Alright, sorry, what are we rolling?
Perception
Perception.
checks.
Perception. Oh,
Sorry, 20. There you go. There's with the guidance.
16.
Hell
Ain't
yeah!
no
another
fucking way.
16.
What?
Wow.
Let's go.
All right.
I don't have guidance.
I think Traz head is still at dinner.
5.
You did say you were gonna roll a 5.
I
What
did.
the fuck is going on?
Is that
Fucking call
you're
it.
a witch?
Witch!
How'd you know?
With guidance, I did get 20 though.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, okay.
As you guys are settling in for the evening, you notice that you are certainly entering into what can be generously called swamplands. The ground is a little bit more moist. You're hearing the sort of noises of various sorts of frogs and such. insects that buzz loudly in the air.
Frogs, you say?
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe some of them are some of the frogs from before. You guys found some. And one thing that becomes pretty clear to most of you, not Naira, but most rest of you, is that there's a lot of fucking bugs about. Like, a big cloud of them that's just hovering around the area. Now, that might not be too strange. It is a swamp. But it's a massive cloud of them.
Y'all ever been to South Georgia?
Yes.
I'm just busy playing with Valerie, trying to keep her occupied.
I mean, it is the swamp. There's bound to be a fuck ton of bugs.
Are they
Actually,
doing anything unusual? Are they gathering around anything unusual? I guess is the next question.
There's like one.
They appear to just kind of be hovering over top of you guys.
Is it one massive cloud hovering above us, or is it like just happens to be a lot of bugs? Are they like are they blotting out spots of the sky? I guess is my question.
Not blotting out the sky, no, but
It looks like they're all definitely a swarm, not just
Yes.
How natural do they look, basically?
well, I'll say this. Someone give me a survival check. Or a nature check. Either one works.
I have +4
can do
survival. Can anybody beat that? Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna use.
Natural one with my +8. Awesome.
Are we
That's
all just
great.
rolling then? Is that what's happening here?
That seems to be.
Damn it.
I lived in the city my whole life. I don't know nothing about bugs. I just know that there's a lot of bugs out here.
I guess none of us know.
Yeah, well. It appears that while you guys can tell this is a lot of bugs and that's kind of crazy, none of you know if that's too weird.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that
Well-
fucking sucks.
I mean, look at the rolls. That's just how it be.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna... Alright.
Does anybody know a natural bug repellent
Fire.
that like we can burn? Like some kind of special plant we can burn or something?
We just turned to soup.
I turned to raw. The druid.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's a bug?
Well, there is usually
That's rude.
some plants we could try and deter insects with. I don't know if... I know I don't have any with me. Would I be able to find anything from the nearby areas to kind of air out the bugs? Wait a minute, what am I talking about?
Soup probably has it if you tell him what we need.
Dude, I've got Gust. I can just get out of here.
Go on, get.
Go on, get.
That's a good idea.
And I
Alright,
mean,
we
shit,
need
it-
Come back. See
bonfire.
if they come.
And I
back.
mean, shit, if that don't work, I got Gust of Wind, so that's even more powerful.
Can we... Wait, hold on. As we're walking, or like for the night?
For the night.
I have
the
create
night.
bonfire.
Yeah, that could help. I just don't want to get mauled by bugs in my sleep.
Yeah.
Fair request.
Sensory effect. So, I know bugs are attracted to bright lights, just like a bug zapper works, right? You create such a sensory effect, like a shower of sparks, maybe I can put that with prestidigitation into the bonfire so they go into the fire and die.
I mean, a bonfire is a bright light in itself, to be fair.
But I don't think bugs attract and just fly into it, though.
Yeah, but even if it keeps them away from us, that helps.
Okay, fair enough.
Could I just cast? So we're gonna be standing still, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's up to 10. Oh, up to 1 minute. Never mind. Don't worry
Uh,
about it.
before we long rest, there is something I'd like to do. It's something I was working toward before with survival, which was trying to find venomous or poisonous creatures with my survival roll that I can milk.
Okay.
God damn it! I have never had a good roll when doing this shit.
Maybe it's a sign.
I just have to buy fucking poison at this point. I worked so hard to get this proficiency, and it's pointless.
Could I detect poison and disease and just point it out for him?
I'll take the loss. It's fine.
Yeah. Y'all can't really notice anything particularly strange about the bugs other than their numbers. And you guys just kind of end up having an evening. It is an uneventful one, though, at the very least, outside of the arrival of the cloud. The place is eerily safe of various different predatorial creatures, it seems.
That's good.
The next morning, as you guys begin to make your way closer to the coastline, it's around here that as you are traveling, as you are walking through the swamps, as you are dealing with the humidity and the various insects that do decide to land on top of you for one reason or another, that in the midst of your travels, all of you hear a voice in your heads, a somewhat ghostly voice that almost echoes as it enters. Why are you here?
So that's how it feels like.
Neth, you're the charisma guy.
A town we've encountered is having trouble having male births, and we want to help them solve that problem.
Don't you want to solve your own first?
Damn it.
No.
My legs feel weird.
Resolvable. I sense a lot of problems amongst you and yours. Curses, contracts, a lifetime of pain, anguish that can be fixed, and yet you are focused entirely on another town and their ills. I'm used to my visitors being at least somewhat selfish.
My problem can't be fixed, so I'm here on behalf of somebody else.
That's not true.
What do you mean that's not true?
Every problem can be fixed.
I suppose you're technically correct. I could die.
Yeah, you could. Doubt that'd be the solution you're looking for, though.
It is a solution, though, which is technically correct.
What of the rest of you? You allow this one to speak in your favor because he is acceptable to look at and speaks with some level of eloquence. But I'm curious as to what all the rest of you want.
I'm neither of those things, but I think the town should probably be helped.
Are
I
you
agree.
certain that you don't want to go back to a time in which your family was still alive?
That stops him in his tracks, and he says, "I don't think you have the power."
I pick up Valerie.
I think that perhaps you just don't have the payment. None of you are being expressive. Not truly, not really. You're not being creative, and you're not being honest with yourselves. There's many things you would want that I can potentially provide, and I'm curious if you're honest about that. Many people who come here are very simple with their desires. I'm wondering if you can be honest about yours. You want to save a town? I can sense that. I can sense the truth behind these particular lines, but there are other things that you want, things that are outside of your grasp, that I could make happen, that you've not entertained for yourselves. I wonder why.
Neth kind of clenches a fist, and he says, like, very quietly under his breath, he's like, "Could you help me find the other contestants?"
I could.
How?
Naira. Sorry.
I suppose that's something we'd have to discuss.
Naira has Valerie on her hip and is just like holding her close.
Valerie kind of looks up. Can you bring my parents back? Of course I can, little darling dear.
I look at Valerie and I'll be like, it comes at a huge cost and we don't know what that is. If we did, I would ask for the same thing.
So how do we get a seat at your table to talk details?
There's still a couple I haven't heard from in terms of what they want. Mr. Owl.
Lord Riker.
Please, Mr. Owl's my father.
I predate titles of nobility. I don't respect them, sorry.
I believe you. I believe I've read up on you quite a bit.
You've read up what's been reported. That's never the full story, though.
As far as you helping me with things I might selfishly need, I don't really need any help. I believe that anything that I have admirations for I can do on my own or just with the help of my friends. Here on behalf of the city.
What about the love of your family?
My mother loves me. That's enough. I found the love with
No.
friends that are here. I can make my own family.
So you don't wish for the respect and love of your father and brother?
It's all I've ever known. I mean, when I was younger, maybe. But I have bigger problems.
That is fair.
Why did you ask about the cult?
Now, the cult, that's something that all of you want to take care of. And none of you could afford me taking care of that either. Even if all of you put it together.
Interesting. Just out of curiosity, what would the cost be?
I don't like discussing hypotheticals that aren't even remotely going to happen. Besides, prices are always discussed at the cabin over a good meal. I just want to know what you'll want first. What about you, Blood Witch?
I want to save the town as well.
Nothing else?
Anything else I want, I can find a way to fix.
What if I gave you the chance to go back and save your parents?
My father is the only parents I need now.
I'm not sensing a whole lot of honesty here. But, regardless, the town's curse is an interesting one. And I suppose a lot of you have been entertaining enough with your own desires and histories. I enjoy reading them. I will allow you to enter into my abode. Walk the coastline.
That starts walking.
I think we all start walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at Valerie and be like, do not talk to her.
Yeah, Soup's going to follow that up, and he's going to say, in anything that has the kind of power that this thing is talking about is not someone to be bargained with.
I want to look at Soup and be like, what if they said that they had the power to, like, remove all the cultists at the cost of your life? Would you do that?
I don't believe anyone has that kind of power.
I don't know. You weren't there when Adon was released.
Does Valerie say anything to me or anything?
She's looking at the ground.
Neth is walking with a purpose. He's not looking to see if anybody's following him.
Just to be clear, we are all following him.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, you guys reach the coastline. You walk the coastline, and it's like noon when you do so. The sounds of the sort of swamp behind you dim down slowly, bit by bit. The sounds of the ocean crashing up against the coast itself, becoming much more predominant. As you walk, you find yourselves traversing down onto a beach which extends for as long as you can see. You feel as if you traverse for hours at a time, but the sun never seems to move. Eventually, you see what appears to be nestled in amongst a trio of trees. A cabin with a wooden walkway that leads out to the beach itself. On the edge of the walkway, sitting on the very end, feet kicking into the water, is but a little girl.
I'll stop at the end of the walkway and kind of look down and, towards her, see if she acknowledges us.
She turns her head as you come up the walkway and you see her. She's probably maybe 8. Long blonde hair that goes down her back and around her shoulders. A bright, bubbly smile with very strong dimples. Bright blue eyes. She looks back to you with a slight laugh before saying, "Hi there! Enjoy the trip?"
It's a little bright for my tastes, but I'm here.
Well, it's good to see you. At least in person, anyway. How about the rest of you? Enjoy the walk?
Actually, yeah, it was beautiful.
A little bit too many bugs for my tastes, but it was alright.
Gotta expect it when you're going through a swamp.
That's what I told them.
She stands up and walks back to, well, more skips back to the actual cabin itself. She puts a hand on the handle of the wooden door and kind of looks to all of you. Well, you're all invited for dinner. Oh, 1 second. She puts a hand in the air as the sun comes down to crest the horizon to make it dinner time.
What?
What the fuck?
Oh yeah?
Well, at least it's not as bright.
This bitch can just, alter the galaxy.
There
That's
is
cool.
nothing natural about that. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Let me save you the trouble. There be magic.
The Harvey magic
Yeah.
in them hills.
Yeah, but I also gain
Probably a seeing disorder.
yeah. I'm just
Probably
gonna-
blinded.
Just gonna do it anyway.
To do it anyway.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah.
You
Rubber be
remember when-
magic.
Hold on,
I
you
see,
remember?
I see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic,
Okay,
and I learn its school of magic.
hold on. You remember when I tried to use that shit on the Magister, and they were like, we can tell when you're doing this shit, but this bitch seems on another level.
Listen, I got 2 tiny hands inside my cloak, hidden. Whereas
So,
in there's two hands visible, just kind of doing nothing. I can hide this shit underneath the cloak if it needs a fucking.
It's probably the verbal
hand
component
motions.
that you can't.
I can't
really
talk
hide.
again, so it's just antenna movements.
All right, no, fair enough.
I can't talk anyway.
I'm gonna go in for dinner.
same.
Before we step in, I'm going to look at Valerie, still holding her in my arms. Do not talk to her. I'm trying to keep you safe. Please, just
She is
promise
staring
me.
at the fucking sun right now.
What the?
Yeah, before you guys go in, can I get this done first? Just in case.
Neth is gonna go. He's
As
not
I
stopping.
did it already.
I mean, if you like to do it, that's fine, Tra.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you know, like, literally everything that you see is magic.
Yeah. But again, there's more to it than everything's magic.
Yeah.
Can I get the information that I am allowed to have?
Yeah, sure. Everything around you at the current moment looks like conjuration magic.
Okay. Conjuration was the changing things, right?
No, that's transmutation.
That's transfer. What the fuck
Yeah.
was conjuration?
Conjuration is making things out of nothing. So like summoning.
That's even worse, actually.
You're the one that asked.
No, I know that this is good information.
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
get Valerie's attention away from the sun. You can't look directly at the sun, Valerie. It'll hurt your eyes.
Yeah,
You'll go blind.
It was up in the sky, and it's down there. It's...
She is.
That is an appropriate response for a child.
I wanna ask this woman. So, what do we call you?
Most people just call me the lady.
Lady of the Coast?
Sure.
Do you not remember your
Most
name?
people
Has it
call
been that
you
long?
lady.
It's not that I don't remember my name, but like, it's never been necessary for anyone to use for so long. Who cares?
Yeah, sure. You live
Most
out
people
here
call
all
me
alone.
lady anyway, so that's effectively my name, isn't it?
Yeah, right now you're kind of the girl of the coast.
I suppose that's true. But you know better.
Sure.
I just decided this form would be nice because of how many childhoods I'm looking at that have been taken from people.
Ah, clever.
Love the irony.
Right?
She'll kind of glare at her. Naira will just like give her a glare.
She
Do we have
gives
to wait
all
for
of
dinner?
you. She gives all of you a bowl with what appears to be some stew in it. All right, everybody, go ahead and eat up.
I will wait to eat and hope that Valerie does the same until somebody else eats.
That soup is conjuration magic, isn't it?
The soup is not.
The soup is soup.
The soup is soup.
Someone can soup. Can you confirm?
I can confirm the soup is soup.
It takes a
Okay.
soup to know it's
I eat the
Soup
soup.
soup is non-magical. Oh, I don't like that. Ugh.
I eat the soup.
What kind of soup is it?
It's fish soup.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no. I asked if it's conjuration magic. Is it magical at all?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Just soup. Okay. I'll look at Valerie and kind of like if she hasn't already started eating, I'll kind of like nod to her.
Valerie will slowly start eating before, like, almost immediately stopping going, "How did you do that to the sun?"
Oh, Valerie, what did I ask you?
I know, but, like, it's so crazy!
Oh, Valerie.
User volume all the way down to 70.
Aw, don't worry, Valerie. It's fine. That's not the sun. What? It'd take a really long time to explain. And I'm pretty sure we have other things to talk about, right?
It's all
Correct.
perspective.
We had a city to talk about.
Village. Let's not overstate things. Threbbin's not exactly thriving.
That's part of the issue.
Well, as far as the town is concerned, I can easily fix that problem. But I've got something I'd like.
And what's that?
She's gonna ask
Your
me.
next task is in Grove Air, correct?
I believe so.
There is a woman in Grove Air. In fact, I'm pretty sure she's paramount to your particular quest. She has an item. A very strong item. I want it.
What is it?
Item she has is a trident, forged by Krakadon himself.
Jesus.
What does it do?
Oh, who cares?
I care.
I also care.
Well, irrelevant to the deal.
Relevant information if we are to hold it.
Why don't you just go get it?
Not really how this works. I'd love to be able to just go out into the world and take whatever I want, but I am bound to my agreements.
How are you bound?
That sounds like some information you want. What do I get?
Well, the potential for a deal.
Yeah, but I already have the potential for a deal.
Right, but one that benefits you more than any other deal that you've had.
How?
Well, if I know how you're bound, and you help me achieve my goal, I could unbind you.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, Ross gonna like to only only fucking
Neff.
what was your character name?
Neff.
Neff. Yeah, I can't see you in the player list.
Leave it to the warlock to try and make a pact with some sort
Yeah,
of
no, it's like only to only to Neff. It's like that is not going to be a good idea.
Unfortunately, even if you were to win your game and take the place that you're, well, perhaps even destined for, even that wouldn't put you in a position to break this deal.
You mean unbind you? I wouldn't be
Correct.
breaking a deal.
No. You would be breaking a deal. Just not your deal.
So there's an entity you're bound to.
an agreement I'm bound to. A deal I made so long ago.
A deal takes two parties.
It does.
Oh, Grove Air is in the waters, and you made a deal with Crocodon, and you can't go into his territory.
Oh, silly. I can't go anywhere outside of my territory.
There has to be a reason you're sealed within this small area.
What do I get if I tell you?
I think we're
I wasn't
dancing
asking.
around the actual.
It was just an observation.
What is the deal with Threbbin?
What's the deal with Threbbin?
Well, a good long while ago, well, by your years anyway, a lady came by asking for help. She wanted Threbbin to thrive, and it wasn't. But she also wanted something else. See, she tried to trick me by trying to get 2 wishes instead of 1. So I decided that until both wishes are complete, both will remain partially incomplete.
Hold on, can you say that one more time, Lundy? I'm sorry. Just the last part.
Basically, somebody owes her something and didn't pay up. I think.
Not quite. Some payment was given, but it was under a
False pretense.
false premise.
Interesting. Interesting someone could pull such a thing on you.
Well, she didn't. That's why neither one of them came true yet. I can fix that, I suppose.
What does she owe you?
Well, I already took... Huh. Well, she's gone now and can't give me anything else. But you're here.
Yeah. So what did she owe you?
A family.
Interesting.
I made a funny joke, but I was muted.
Aw.
I was like, well, none of us has that, so we can't give it to you.
She was gonna give you a family.
In a manner of speaking.
Did she promise her son to wed you or something?
It wasn't quite that.
Was she going to come live with you?
How to put it? Yes. That was part of it. For Threbbin to thrive, I wanted to feel what it feels to have a family. And so she agreed to come play the part of being my mother. But she wanted something else. And tried to get it from me. So her being my mother was going to be insufficient.
What else did she want?
A return to glory.
I see what's happening here.
Her church wasn't being attended. And she wanted it to. She wanted everyone to go back and enjoy it and respect it and her.
Make Threbbin great again.
See, she didn't really care about the people of Threbbin and their thriving. What she cared about was being their savior, taking credit for the deal that she makes with me as being the way that Threbbin is saved, and using that to leverage her ability to bring everyone back to the church. And that just doesn't feel fair, does it?
It's selfish, but I feel like that's what you were looking for anyway. As our selfish desires.
Selfish, yes. But it wasn't honest. I don't like liars. I certainly couldn't have her be my mother. What with being such a bad influence.
That is correct. So why are you upset?
Well, I've gone halfway on both.
Well, did you? Nobody's entertaining the idea of going to the church, so that part has not been even slightly fulfilled.
Yes, they
And
have.
she, well, she's definitely not known as a savior.
No, that's true. She didn't get what she wants. But she did get half of what she wants. Threbbin has children now, though not quite right. And there is someone tending to the place who is actually quite nice.
So to make it right, you want somebody to give you the feeling of having a family. Specifically
Yes.
a mother?
A good one.
For how long?
Oh, I don't know. Long enough for me to understand what it's like.
Basically forever.
Well, I have to, unfortunately, not participate in this deal. Because you don't like liars and I don't care about the city. Town, whatever it is.
Yes, I know. But there's the other deal. I'll go ahead and fix up the whole problem with Threbbin. Make sure that the boys and the girls are on even terms again. If I get my trident.
Trident sounds like a powerful artifact, and I don't know if it's worth that town's salvation.
Well,
Fair.
If it is hand forged by Krakadon himself.
Plus, we'd have to take it from her. That could have its own issues with the previous deals we've made.
For the family thing, would they have to stay here in the building, in your cabin, in your area, without leaving
At least in my area, yes.
They couldn't venture anywhere else and come back?
There's plenty of places here that's within my purview. If
And
they
are
wanted
they able?
something, I could just make it.
And what about their other family? What if they wanted to see them?
If they find this place, they'd be allowed to come, perhaps, if I see them as worthy.
And would you protect them?
Of course. There would be none allowed here to be hurt if they are under my guidance and invitation.
I bet you have much to teach, too.
There was another man who took that particular offer in terms of being my student. I wanted to learn what it was like to be a teacher once, and he was on board.
Ned
What?
scratches his chin a little bit, and he's pondering in his head. And he looks over to her and he's like, "Are you sure you want to be a daughter?"
I don't know. I just want a family.
What you're asking for is to know what it is to have a mother, but you're essentially controlling that mother. And that's not how daughters and mothers' relationships are. The person who would be your mother would be in charge of you, would be your parent, your guardian. To be a good mother, they would have to protect you, not the other way around.
I guess I'd have to be the mother then. The place doesn't really work if I surrender my power to someone else.
Right.
Everything would fall apart.
Would someone acting as your daughter be an equivalent for trade?
I could make that work.
I guess a mother would also teach.
Perhaps I wouldn't know what it's like to have a mother, but I'd know what it's like to be one. And perhaps that's sufficient.
It's a family.
Then who would be my child? Don't worry. I can make myself older if it makes it easier.
What would happen to this child that would stay with you? They'd stay here forever with you?
Perhaps not forever. It is my understanding that it's normal.
For them to leave the coop eventually when they're
Eventually.
ready for the world? I'm sure you'd be able to prepare them and protect them if they were implicated in any kind of way.
Once I know they're ready.
I want to look at Naira and Neth.
Neth looks to Naira.
I look at Valerie. Would you want to stay here? Or would you want to stay with me?
I mean, I don't...
There would be few more powerful than this being to protect you. And ready you for the world, if need be.
Question. If she stays here, could I stay here too?
You could be her sister! I'm fine with that!
And could my father visit?
If he finds us and wishes to. Though, that'll be awkward.
I don't know. Maybe you guys hit it off.
He says he's in his mid to late 40s, so
Look accordingly.
I can
he's a
swing
good
that.
man.
So funny how short that is. And yet how long that is.
Naira, are you sure?
The only thing I really care about is protecting Valerie and my father.
Could maybe ask that you only stay until you know that she's guaranteed to be safe. Probably develop too much
Valerie kind of
connection.
looks at Naira. I don't know. I'd feel weird if you just left me here.
Am I free to leave when Valerie no longer needs me?
You're not a part of the deal generally, so you can leave whenever you feel you want to.
Sorry, guys, I don't know what he's doing.
We can barely hear him.
Okay,
Baby
good.
things. I don't know.
He's just being a big goofball.
I mean, Naira, you might be able to benefit from this. She could probably teach you all kinds of stuff about your own blood magic.
You guys are going to Grevere. My father is supposed to be meeting us there. Will you explain what happened if I do stay here and where he can find me?
Why don't you write a letter and I'll hand it off to him?
I think it's safest for us if we do stay.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And she said, right now, Valerie needs me. May I have a piece of paper and a writing utensil?
She waves her hand in front of herself, and a parchment and a quill with ink just appears in front of you.
I will write a letter to my father for them to give to him when they meet up with him, explaining the situation and where I am and what I'm doing, and just kind of explaining that I'm sacrificing my life for a child like he did for me when I was young. And that he's, as long as he has good intentions, he can visit me as long as she okays it. And then I'll hand it over to Neth, and I'll just say, he looks like me with the man bun. His vest has my name, his cloak has my name on it. He has an eye patch. You can't miss him.
You with a man bun, a cloak, and a name, and an eye patch. Got it.
Well, that takes care of the problem with the fertility. Anybody else have something that they'd like fixed?
I mentioned
Now-
before we came in about finding the contestants.
Ah, right. I can do that. In
I want
fact,
to be
I
able
can
to
make
do
it
it.
so that you're always aware of where they are.
Oh shit.
How would that work?
Think of it as knowledge that constantly is updated in your mind. It would only
And
give
it
you a
w-
location, not what they're doing.
And it wouldn't be a two-way connection.
Correct. Only you would know. They would not.
And it would work for all of the other contestants.
That's what you asked for.
So what would you want?
One of your eyes.
Oh,
Oh, that's not bad.
Physically or metaphorically?
Both.
saw that one coming.
Physically, I understand, but if you want both, are you seeing through my other eye?
In the manner of
hey.
speaking.
In a manner
I
of
take it.
speaking.
I use it.
But you wouldn't be spying on me.
Use it for what?
Well, I would always know what you're doing.
For what purpose?
You're going to learn things in the same way that I learn things. And it's going to quickly come to be something you understand. That knowing things is very different from seeing things.
So you
I
want
know
to...
most things that are going on in this world at any one given time. I've not seen it.
You haven't been able to leave your territory, so you want to see past it.
It's one way of seeing past.
Oh.
And that's kind of like rubs under his eye for a second, kind of thinking it over. Deal.
All right then. She reaches forward, and her small, sort of prepubescent hands
I'll cover Valerie's eyes.
pop into your eyeball. And this is painful, as a note. You are feeling every bit of this as she is, like, grabbing your eye, twisting it, just squeezing it.
Ned
It
is not
is...
taking it well.
Yeah, shut up! You're scaring the kid.
Oh, calm down, you big baby. It's
Raiko
not
goes
gonna
over.
take that long.
Raiko's holding next arm. God damn, that's fucking gnarly.
God, no, you have to cut the ocular nerve first. You can't just pull it out like that. Stop. It stretches. Oh god, I didn't know it stretched.
Finally, she takes her hand away, and your eye is back in its socket, completely and totally, like, bloodshot and just fucked up. You can't really see out of it all that well, just period. And she kind of brings her hand back and claps her hands together, and then she kind of leans forward and grabs your face for a second before going on your eye.
Oh, it's worse than the eye doctor. Oh, it's spit.
And just as that happens, you get just a couple dozen pings just in your head of people, places,
So how many are left?
locations.
Oh, this is a lot to sort through. he's rubbing his eye, kind of trying to make it hurt less, while the migraine is starting to build in his head, and he's his eyes are clenched shut, and he's rubbing the bridge of his nose, trying to sort together himself.
Do you have an eye patch to give him so he won't freak Valerie out while they're here?
Hey, come here.
She left the eye in the socket.
Yeah, but it's all red and gross right now.
She summons an eye patch to your eye.
Oh great! Now I look like a pirate.
I think
You'll be
it's
able to take
better.
it off within the next day. It'll be fine.
Oh.
I uncover Valerie's eyes.
Well, that's useful. I need to figure out how to sort through this, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Whew. I don't know if thank you is the appropriate response, because that was not pleasant.
So how soon will the town start having boys? As early as today?
Well, once he starts sorting through it, that kind of just depends on him. When he's able to start figuring it out.
The town is what Raiko was asking about, not my mental state.
Oh, yeah, that's already fixed.
They just have to reproduce.
Yep, and I already know the top 2 candidates.
No need to ruin the surprise, I guess.
Neth, good luck with being ambushed when you guys go back.
No.
Since you won't have your quote-unquote
His
wife and child.
secret wife and child won't be with him. Yeah.
I'll just tell him that you're in the room. I could lie.
Yeah, that'll probably
pretend to
work.
be your new wife.
Soup, I'd be flattered.
You have the pick of the lot.
Or you could go on a date with that priestess. I saw you
Oh, yeah,
ogling
she
her.
was hot.
Yeah, I'm not exactly on the market.
Something about being in a death game really just turns you off from dating. Well, not everybody. In fact, most of your compatriots have also found quite a lot of fun in this. Sort of that this is our last time potentially being alive, sort of like zestiness for life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're kind of the only one taking it like a depresso tool.
Well, I suppose I'll learn more about these other people as I meet them.
No better way to feel alive than to constantly be on the edge of death.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love it.
I mean, we're here with you, to be fair.
Look.
Now
Yeah,
that
it's great. I love it.
now that Valerie and I are under your care, will that get rid of our mark in the game?
No, that's a part of the contract he signed. Your marks will still be there, so anybody who visits, if they're a part of the game, would see them.
Yeah.
Good luck with them actually doing anything about it, but there you go.
Yeah, I think you'll be alright.
You know, Neff, you've got a big old chip on your shoulder because you didn't ask for any of this. And I get that. But you know what a lot of people don't ask for?
What's that?
Death. Literally, no one likes it.
Yeah, it's
Even the
kind of
ones that do are cuckoo.
kind of the whole reason I didn't want to participate in a death game.
Death comes
Not
in a
that-
lot of shapes and sizes, and 99.99% of people never die the way they would like to. It's always diseases or an accident or trying to fuck a horse.
What?
I've seen a lot of things. The point is,
I cover Valerie's ears a little too late.
what does that mean? Don't worry about it just yet. I'll explain it when you're older. The point is,
I'm gonna give her a thumbs up. Good mom.
you can be upset about it forever and ever if you want to, but you're in it. You can't get out of it. I mean, you could, but you'd never pay me what I need in order for that to happen.
No, I didn't think so.
I have one clarifying question before we go. Do the cultists or a seal on Adon have anything to do with Threbbin?
Not specifically, no. That being said, it's not been serving Selisana any good to have yet another temple not be used and fall into disrepair.
Right.
No, but she's mostly been affected by the guy who's been going around killing people and stapling their pieces to her shrines.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Do you have any information
Not
on
fun.
that guy?
Yeah, I actually know where he is right now.
Oh yeah?
Uh-huh.
Mind telling us?
You think she's just gonna tell you?
I don't know, maybe. Might as well ask.
She pulled my eyeball out of its socket so I could get the information of where people are.
Yeah, true. But, you know, that was that. Maybe she's willing to give up this? I don't know.
Well, payment's gonna differ. Do you want to know where he is right now, or do you want to always know where he is?
I don't know if I want to do either. I'd like to know what would be at risk for both.
Well, if you just want to know where he is right now, I suppose I can take that with just a little bit of gold. Symbolic gesture, mostly. But, if you want to always know where he is, and he is a traveler,
Then you what? Need my eye too?
no, it's not big enough for your eye. Thinking about it, I think I would just want a piece of your brain.
Fuck that. How much gold?
It wouldn't be a big piece.
Yeah. Yeah, so how much gold?
Can I tweak your request a little bit? Ryko?
What's that?
Knowing where he is right now is not going to do us any good if he's across the country.
Sure, but depending on how much gold, it
Knowing,
might still be worth it.
knowing who he is and what he looks like would be worth a hell of a lot more.
Hey, can you clarify something for me, Isaac? When you see another person that's part of the game, you can tell they're part of the game, right?
So I can tell if they're working with another participant. I cannot tell if they are a participant.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
Told you.
That doesn't even make sense. How the fuck are you ever gonna... Huh.
He can only tell if they have the mask with them.
Yeah, the mask is our symbol, but we can hide the mask.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Alright, so... What were you saying about altering?
Yeah, maybe asking for a description or a name might do better?
I don't know. It all depends on what she wants.
Oh, if you just want a name, then I can give that to you for very little, actually. How good are you at making models?
I'm extremely dexterous, and I grew up doing calligraphy. I'm very steady-handed. I'm probably very good at it.
She kind of gestures over to a spot in front of her fire and twirls her fingers around as a small bit of clay rises up into the air. Would you mind shaping that into what you think you look like?
I love this.
This seems a little bit too much like a voodoo doll. Why? What does this entail?
You're asking me for the description and name of a person. I'm asking you to give me what you believe you are.
Okay. That does seem... okay. But this still seems weird. Neth, you're one for Pact Magic. This seems weird, no?
No, this is our first time meeting technically, but I think you've been here long enough to know that I'm always weird.
Yeah. So, once
Just
I
make the
mold
clay doll.
this- Yeah, but I don't want her to, like, stab it with a fucking needle, and then I feel like someone stabbed me.
No,
Don't
it'll
make her
probably
mad?
accidentally be like Valerie or something playing with it. It'll be an accident, probably.
Look,
I'm gonna look
if
to Neth, because he's dealt with this shit a lot, more than I have. What do you think?
if you're worried about her using it for nefarious purposes, that's going to be a thing with any pact, any contract you make with a being like this.
Powerful.
But as long as you keep that being happy, you don't have to worry about it. She's not asking for much.
Sure, I just don't understand what's happening here, and it bothers me. But if you think it's okay, I'll go ahead and make it.
Oh, I'm not an advocate for pact magic whatsoever.
I mean, if it doesn't
I made
bother you, then
I made my deal specifically so that I could get ahead in this game I was forced to play.
Alright. Alright. Do I need to roll a performance check? What do I have to do here?
Let me do it real quick. Roll me calligrapher supplies.
Sure.
I know it's not like 1-to-1, but fuck it. It's
Ew.
artistic in some sense. Reiko, you make a very shoddy version of yourself in the clay. You are not pleased with it. It's insufficient. It does not portray your full glory. It's very average in terms of like an amateurish fashion. But before you can make any sort of alterations to it or try to reset it or retry it, just floats away from your hand and into the Lady of the Ghost's hands. This'll do.
Ah, fuck. Are you sure I can do it again?
No, this is fine.
Alright, so what's the name?
In exchange, she gives you a clay figure that appears in your hand. You see a figure of a fellow, a gentleman of some particular sort, with a label on the bottom of both of his feet, consisting of his first and last names. Sarek Flopface.
Sarek?
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Cerrick.
Flop face.
Correct.
Pop face. Pop face. What is he? What is that? A halfling?
Looks to be so.
Halfling.
Doesn't exactly scream serial killer.
I don't know.
That's how he gets away with it.
Guy with a bunch of knickknacks.
What's funny is you've met him before.
I was just about to
No, actually, he was really nice.
Yeah, he was a good dude.
He was a good fucking guy.
We warned him about the gnolls.
Oh my god.
When did we meet him?
On the road.
Oh,
at
you
some
weren't there.
point.
You weren't a part of the party.
Winter hadn't joined yet. We were heading.
This was an OG cruise.
Wait,
thing.
I'm the only one who recognizes this fucking guy, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
you-
you've gotta be fucking kidding me.
Would Quaker recognize him?
Well, I recognize him. I'd be like, this fucking guy?
Uh-huh.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, most of the time he is.
Jesus. Alright, well. Yeah, alright, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Just by happenstance, he's not just for whatever reason gonna know what I look like now, is he?
No.
No, you didn't specify that.
Well, that's why I'm asking now. Just curious.
Not a part of the deal.
Alright, fair enough. Appreciate it. I need to leave now. I don't want to make any more deals or be trying to...
Does Ra want anything?
Bro hates us.
Watch him just, like, be asleep.
Ra,
Yes.
do you want anything before you guys head out?
Hell no, I don't want to deal with this shit. Fuck that. Everything's not real here. I don't trust any of this shit. I didn't
Yes.
touch the food. I didn't touch anything. I sat on the bench. That's all I did.
I ate Raw's portion.
I ain't touching none.
This shit was good as fuck.
Nothing's real in this bitch. Nothing's natural here.
Well, if that's all anybody needs, you'll find the sign of the curse lifting pretty soon after making your way back to town.
Well, I'll stand up and gesture for Valerie to stand up. I guess we should say goodbye to everybody, huh?
Is there any way that we can get in contact with you if we need to, lady?
You can always come back to the coast.
Okay. Well, probably not, but sure.
Your hospitality was appreciated.
Yeah, actually, this was very helpful.
Before we head off, Soup and Pud wants to say goodbye to Valerie. So he'd kind of after he'd realized that she was leaving, realized he didn't have a lot of time to say the things that he had kind of been planning to say or trying to figure out how to say to maybe sort of ease her mind at the moment, and so he figures it's now or never. And so he kind of steps up and Pud follows him. You know, she grew close with Pud, so he wants to make sure that she says goodbye to Pud. And he kind of walks up to her and he digs in his bag for a second and he offers her a cake, and it's if you can see it, it's one of the lemon blueberry cakes that he offered you guys the first night that you met. And he says, "My mother used to make this for me whenever I needed cheering up. It's lemon blueberry." And she would say, "See, things can still be sweet, even when life feels a little sour." She said the two flavors belong together because life's always got both, sweet and sour. And she would tell me that the world doesn't always behave like we think it should, and what we can't make right, we can make better. Right now, you remind me a little bit of myself. When I was young, I lost all of my family too. It was a long time ago, but I remember it like it happened this morning, and that's why I wanted to talk to you. I don't want you to feel like you have to carry the weight of what happened to you alone or forever. I felt sad about my family for a long time, and then I felt mad about it. And then I thought that's all I ever would feel, is sadness and anger. And I didn't know where to put all of those big feelings, so I carried them around with me every day like a big heavy bag on my back. And this world, it can be dark. You know that now. Really dark, and not just at night, but the kind of dark that settles in your chest and makes everything feel even heavier. All that dark, it made me miss out on a lot of good things, and it made me blind to the little lights that were all around me. I let the dark decide who I was. And even now, sometimes the darkness still scares me too. But you know what I've learned? That the dark is really only scary until someone adds a little light. That a single spark can chase it off. And that's all it takes. And he kind of reaches into his bag and pulls out a little a stone, like a gem. And when he touches it, it lights up and sheds light. And he says, "This is a gemstone, coated with a compound I mixed from distilled sunberry oil and glow moss spores to create a phosphorescent effect triggered by thermodynamic. It's a nightlight."
I don't understand what you're saying.
He says, he stares back at me before he even finished that sentence. He stops and he says, "It's a nightlight." And then he touches it again and it goes off. It's illustrating. It's a touch light. This light, it will help you to see what's really out there. It helps you remember that you're not lost, and when you're scared, you can use that light to see the path forward enough to find your next step. Keep this, and use it when you feel afraid. I wanted to remind you that you carry your own light inside you, and that you can still shine even when it's dark. You can be the light you need to push forward. The light inside you doesn't have to feel big to matter. Even the tiniest flame can keep the dark from taking over. And if you drop it, you pick it back up again. That's all anyone can do. Promise me to carry the light. For yourself first, and then one day, you carry it for someone else who needs it. That's how we keep going. That's how we make it through the dark. And then he sort of digs into his bag deeper, and he says, I want you to have this also. So you remember that even when people go away, the love they gave you doesn't. And you'll always remember that you've got friends out there who care about you." And he pulls out it's like a framed picture, like a magazine-sized picture. It's drawn, and it's of the party and Valerie together, all like in a happy pose. And it's on like a clear sort of like cellophane, type material, like that you can see through it. And then he kind of puts it up next to the light, the gem that's glowing, and it projects the image of the party and and Valerie up onto the wall like a movie projector, very large. And he says, I know that this cake and this lamp and this picture, they don't feel the hurt fix the hurt that you're feeling, but I hope they can make the dark feel just a little bit lighter. You rest and let the light keep watch. And he gives her a hug, and Soup kind of emulates the hug. Pud kind of emulates the hug with his little tendrils. And he tries to make it seem like he's not crying, but he is.
Yeah, Naira. Yeah, Naira's like fighting off tears too because it hit so close to home with her as well.
Yeah, Ned pulls his scarf up over his nose to kind of hide his face, and like as he pulls it up, you see him wipe a tear away, and he turns around.
Uncle Soup,
Yes, my dear.
how long did you practice that?
I wanted to tell you for the last 2 nights, but I just couldn't find the words.
Was there anyone who was your light?
He really thinks on that. And he says, I think that there could be. I think that there could be. I'm trying new things, Valerie, and it seems so are you, and I think we both have a good chance.
She takes the gemstone and holds it up to you. Well, the lady can make it sunny basically whenever. So it seems like you need the light. It can be mine to you.
I will take that. And
I'll,
I'll
like,
remember you by it.
I'll ruffle Valerie's hair and just give her a little smile.
I am gonna miss you guys.
I'm gonna miss you guys as well.
You were all really nice. You didn't have to take me with you and look after me as long as you did. I know I got Uncle Neff in trouble with the mean lady.
You didn't get me in trouble. No trouble that we couldn't handle anyway. And just know that anytime it's dark and you're scared, the shadows aren't always out to get you. Sometimes there's nice guys in the shadows too.
After you get done saving the world or whatever you're doing, you can come back.
We'll,
Go ahead.
we'll try.
Soup kind of steps closer to Naira and quietly, so that hopefully Valerie doesn't hear him. He says, "Remember that right now she's not waiting for someone to save the world. She's waiting for someone to make hers feel a little less broken."
Naira will nod. I'll do my best.
Well, we've got a long walk back, so we need to start getting there. It's an even longer hike to Grove Air.
All right.
You guys leave the coastline. leaving Valerie and Naira behind. Eventually, they fade out of sight along with the cabin, and it's almost like you were never near a beach. You enter into the swamps and almost feel like you've been brought there, seemingly out of nowhere.
Well, I'm gonna look around to make sure I have my bearings correct, and we can at least identify which way is back to town.
You guys try to figure out where you are at the moment and where that leads you in terms of getting back to town. And after doing a little bit of looking around, you notice that you're actually much closer than where you started.
I guess we should make it back by nightfall at this rate. We can go spend the evening in town and then make our way back to Grover.
Mhm.
You guys eventually make your way back to Threbbin. There, you guys stay the evening at the inn, resting serenely, knowing that you have indeed fixed their problems. Or at least the lady says that it's fixed.
I guess we should probably tell somebody.
That they can start doing it again.
I mean, that they'll have men.
Yeah, I guess we should tell that one woman.
Yeah, probably tell the alchemist so she doesn't keep doing weird experiments. I'll tell her before we leave. It was a long walk.
Soup has been quiet ever since his goodbye with Valerie. He's kind of been lost in thought, and it's not that he's been, like despondent, but he hasn't been giving anything more than a couple of word answers, and he seems quiet, quieter than usual. And at one point, it kind of starts talking to himself and out loud, talking to you guys, but not really at either one of you or any of you, just sort of out loud.
Mm-hmm.
He says, Valerie reminded me of an old lesson from my father. He said, we are carrying the fire. It is our duty not to defeat the dark, but to walk into it, carrying the flicker of fire for the next man. This world doesn't make a lot of sense, but a child shouldn't have to learn that so soon. I know that she'll wonder what happens if her light goes out. I hope that she understands that it only goes out if no one keeps it going. Goodness is a burden, one we bear not because we expect reverence or reward, but because someone must carry it forward. There's darkness out there, more than any of us can ever push away. But we don't live to fight the dark all at once. We live to carry the light. Little by little, we carry it for ourselves. We carry it for those who we love. We carry it for those on a darker path than we are. And we carry it for the ones who can't carry it anymore.
Very poetic. Do you have any more of those light rocks?
I could make some more, yes.
If you have time and resources, I wouldn't mind having one.
I could do that.
So, about this trident.
Oh yeah, I guess we do know about a trident.
That was
That's-
forged by Crocodon himself. Interesting.
Yeah, from what you told me, that's probably what the lady we're going to go kill or whatever has.
Yeah. What's guy's name? His woman, but not woman.
It was more of a mother thing. Lady V.
Lady V. Yeah.
Voltella.
She just possesses a fucking god's weapon. All right.
Well, she was the chosen champion. It's
What are we getting ourselves into?
I mean, I feel like it's what have you gotten us into?
Listen,
Same.
you've gotten us into shit too, okay?
Trouble follows both of you around like a shadow.
You're here too, man.
I'm gonna pretend that wasn't offensive.
Right, shadow, I see. Noted.
Well, then there were 4. We're getting kind of light on our numbers.
Well, we can't keep giving each other away to otherworldly beings.
Yeah. I mean,
Speaking
just feel like what
of
we're doing.
otherworldly beings, Soup, do you have any eye drops?
I have a tincture. I don't think it's going to fix your particular problem, but it might numb it a little bit for the night.
Oh, that is the problem. You know that itch when you get like your eyelash caught in your eye and you can't get it out
Yeah,
and it just starts
fucking
watering?
sucks.
Oh, it's been like that ever since, but like worse.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I want to lift up his eye patch and take a look at it.
Don't
and go,
touch my
"Oh."
eye. I'm swallowing your eye. Your hand.
So what do you think she's gonna do with that fucking figure of me?
Oh, nothing good.
Oh well, it can't be much worse than what you fucking did.
Yeah, there's a cost for power.
Yeah.
I don't trust any of that.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Well, it's what you're gonna be running into. Is hang out with us much more, Raw.
Hmm. Everything was fake in there. Not a single natural thing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's rough for you.
The concept of reality is a funny, fickle thing if you think about it.
Hmm.
That
It really
was
just
fun.
depends on where you're at.
Well, I mean, to meet a being like that, and you know, we all get out alive is always neat.
Plan anyway.
All right,
All right.
on to Grove Air.
Neff is going to spend the evening kind of sorting through his thoughts, trying to hone in on these individual pings that he's getting and sort them into ways that he can understand.
Well, with that whole thing in the bag here, I think now's a good time to wrap up for the evening. Before we go, of course, let's go through and do some affirmations, shall we?
First, before we are on our way, I would like to do another survival roll to see if I find a poisonous or venomous thing.
Critter. I hope it
will
bites you.
not within the vicinity of the town.
Damn it. Always something.
While we're still in the swamp, can I do detect poison and disease?
I mean,
Or are we already out?
You're out of the swamp.
Yeah, we're
You made it back to town.
We're
We're
on
back
the way
to
to
Canberra.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
We're on the
You're
main
just-
road.
Town now.
You're just lost in the sauce. Mr. Swagman, would you like to go first for affirmations?
Oh, this is a hard one. We had a lot of good roleplay stuff today. I think we did, like, Soup killed it. Soup almost made me cry.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? This shit felt too real, dude. What the hell?
Well, like, Soup would see a lot of himself in her at that age anyway. Not really that they were the same age. He was a little older, but they were, his youth was robbed by violence, so he's kind of seen it since the beginning, but was intimidated by it, and he sort of realized that he had to confront it, and doesn't want her to live the same way kind of that he had to, and he wants her to be better than he was, essentially. So I wanted to write something that came from that place.
Yeah, not just that, but like literally it was like the music was orchestrated for that speech.
Yeah, that was solid.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that. That was luck.
No, but Raiko did a good job advancing the plot, and that's not something normally Raiko does. So I think that's another big thing to call out.
I had the help of Henrietta.
Well, even dealing with the lady, getting the information on the cult, and figuring out ways to, learn something that we hadn't learned yet about one of the harder ones to identify.
Those were nudges from you, dog.
Yeah, but you took those nudges and turned them into something. You gotta give props out, I think, to everybody. I mean, Naira did a really good job interacting with Valerie the entire time and really stayed true to that character. And gave her a good send-off. So, solid work for Naira.
Thanks, I sacrificed myself.
I mean, not really. You're allowed to leave whenever. You're not bound by the deal. But
Yeah,
That's
but
a-
she's
that's-
I'm bound by
technicality.
heart.
Kid, yeah.
I'm bound by heart, alright?
And then, I mean, Ra also did a good job staying true to Ra and being like, no, I don't like any of this. It's not natural. This is dumb.
It was so hard to keep my mouth shut because just fucking, it's not. I don't. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
Like,
that's-
I think I know what's going on, but the character doesn't, so I can't just say something. So I'm just like, yeah, I noticed nothing is natural here, nothing is real. I don't trust any of this, and I will keep it at that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's one of the harder things to do, role playing. So, good job.
Like every part of me was just like, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out. I gotta do something. I can't do anything. Like,
So
it's like
I'll,
watching a car crash. You can't look away.
yeah, I'll stop hogging the affirmations and let somebody else go.
Hey, Bo.
I am going to give it two, no three, no four. I mean, like, basically what fucking Neth said. He did hog it. He fucking said all the shit that everybody else wants to fucking say, except for himself. So I guess I'll give it to Neth since he gave it to all the other people that deserved it too. So I give it to Neth to fill the gap for obviously all the shit that he does. He's amazing. And he gave up his eye so he can keep all of us, not just himself, safe.
Yeah.
And he really played into it while like taking these deals, which then made Raiko more open to it. Yeah.
Floop.
All right, so this is going to be the night of just cop-outs because everybody did such a good job, at least with one thing, that there's no way that I could just single someone out. But the ones that some people haven't said potentially is that I'm a huge fan of how Tra is working out with his druid feelings and how the ick is overpowering his desire to really even participate in a lot of this, and that's really great character development. I like that a lot. Naira with her and Valerie, and then the way that she just kind of wrote a sin off that was just beautiful and out of the blue and so fitting is perfect. That was a heavy character decision. And while we're talking about heavy character decisions, I know this was mentioned already, but Isaac with his eye for sure, and then with the way that everybody else, I think everybody approached the deal in general, like we were kind of all just tempted with some of our deepest desires. I know Soup, I can speak for myself when I say that, and it kind of made us all reach inside to re-examine what this for, and I think that every single person did that. I think that Hippo did advance the plot, and so I think that the more he sort of leans into what's her name? I'm sorry. Henrietta, the more he sort of leans into that and he a source of information and just surprise everyone like the scarecrow with the brain when he finally gets one, And not that you're the scarecrow, but it's kind of the same
I
vibe.
am also at 19 intellect now.
Yeah. I just think everyone did such a great job that it's basically impossible to a single person. So
Toby?
I'm gonna have to give it to Naira and the kid for fixing a lot of the problems while sacrificing themselves in the process, basically.
I made boys.
Yeah.
And Avon.
Wow, everybody said everything.
Yay.
Lundy, great job for playing a witch girl.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Also very
Now
cool.
that should be everything.
Yeah. Out of the 3 people who have done this campaign, 3 groups, 1 never met them. They never stopped at Threbbin. They were like, we don't give a shit about this place, we're moving on. Another went to Threbbin, did basically all the same shit you guys did, but they got a lot more involved in the personal lives of everybody. And they got an old lady version of the Lady of the Coast. And then they did the sweetest thing where they like straight up played matchmaker. Got the bachelor guy to marry Ella, the priestess.
Aww.
And they set up a whole wedding. I swear they set up a whole wedding for it. And they went around, they talked to all the other women in town, and they got everybody on board with it, and talked to the governess and got her on board with it, and it became a whole ceremony, and they all had a party afterwards to celebrate, and it was a big old thing.
Damn.
That's
So,
neat.
in terms of levels of engagement, you guys were midway.
I like to think of it as efficient.
See,
Yep.
I was initially gonna stick to the whole like we need to do the matchmaking thing, and I was definitely shipping him and the priestess. But like I didn't want to focus on that because I didn't want to be the only one focused on it.
I thought about it too.
That's why
But then I was like, we could get Neth with the priestess. And
No,
then I was like, well, Ra's going to dinner with the princess.
No, that's why I was trying to get the volunteer event happening, and I was like, oh, we can make this happen.
Marry off Raw to the women here and make a whole new hybrid.
Well, that would also be an easy way to get rid of Ra.
Not
Yeah, I mean,
Always hard,
not
right,
not
Raw?
only does not only does it not work that way for Ra, also just no.
Yeah, Ra only gets one shot, and then he's done. So he has to choose the right girl.
Hardened carapace.
Because then
Well, if
she
you-
has to eat his head.
Well, not if he gets with a human, then he can stay alive.
No, that's part of the deal.
He's like, okay, now you have to eat my head. They're like, what the fuck?
You
All
have to
right,
be the
Lundy, did we
firstborn.
do
Okay,
it?
when do we start?
Yeah, make sure everybody's level 8 by the time we meet.
Hell yeah.
Sully?
As if I didn't
Nah.
have enough choices already.
Now my list. now
Nah,
I have
but
to
we're also
respend my
staying level
feet.
8 for a long time, too, right?
I mean, I would assume through Olive Grove here.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Good stuff. That was a good
Shall
session.
we?
Level 8.
It was a very good session, you guys. Everyone
I'm
did a great
blade
job.
singer.
Level 8.
I've been studying the elven books on blade singing.
Ooh, an
Nerd.
ability improvement. Wow.
I think I'm gonna have to make 2 branches of Tyrax. Because we don't know if the old subclasses are gonna be in Foundry.
If you use the 2024 rules in D&D Beyond, it should all be in Foundry.
Okay, but like the change
He
to
has to
2024, I
update to
don't.
version 13, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so
Like, if
what's it?
it basically, if Tempest Domain is for cleric in there, I'm gonna go with that. If not, I'll look up another.
Wait, Lundy, what do you have to do?
For what?
Like, if we, like, once you get off, right, and you leave this up for us, is it ready for us to put our characters on here, or do you have to do something?
No, so in terms of porting over to version 13, you mean?
Yeah.
I just need D&D Beyond links from everybody if you're going to be using that.
Is
I
it
think I have.
right? But I have so many like custom things. Does
Then
that
you'll need
matter?
to add those to your D&D Beyond sheet.
I sent you my sheet.
Yep.
My updated sheet.
I just gotta.
I'm level 8.
Is there a way for me to incorporate 2024 rules but 2014 Artificer, like origins, like origin feats for 2024, right? If I incorporate my 2014, I don't have that option unless it gives me that option once I plug it into. You know what I'm saying?
Just taking
Like, how do I build a character as if it's 2024, but then just revert to Tasha's? Is that possible?
Yeah. Well,
Like with origin
yours,
feats and all
I
that?
think I can legitimately just like, I think I can just pour it over the way that it is right now, without.
The problem
it
with
being
that
much of
though
a
is that
problem.
I don't get the 2024 like way to build a character, which is like an origin feed and the stuff that changes.
Sure.
from-
Yeah.
I can wait on that until I'm official, but that might be several months.
Yeah, probably.
It was 1 rare and 1 uncommon item, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna leave this up for anybody who needs it.
I'm about to send you my level 8 guy.
I'll be honest.
Do I-
It'd be like, because of all the DMs and the fact that I get a lot of DMs on the regular. If everybody could go ahead and just put them in the Need for Fear D&D channel here in the main thing as well, that would also be super duper helpful.
All right.
Easy peasy. Boom.
All right.
All right. I am getting out of here. I have work in the morning and I have the gym in the morning, so I will talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right.
Hello.
Take care.
Right.
Okay. Well, I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna do this.
Ugh. I have plus 14 on Arcana checks.
Plus 14, you said.
Plus 14 on Arcana checks.
That's good.
As a droid.
I definitely can't do that, so definitely keep that. That's awesome.
Yeah. I just think it's wild. All right. Yeah,
Yeah, see, that's the problem, is that, yes, I can make my character exactly the way that he is in 2014 and bring him directly over for when I'm about to switch to my new class, but it doesn't gain any of the benefits that you guys gain from 2024.
I mean, you will soon.
December is not soon.
It is, dude. We only see each
I'm
other
not-
like twice. I mean, it is.
I'm
it
not gonna
really is.
lie. When he said trident, I got kind of excited because Tyrax has a trident.
Trirex.
Tyrax storm scale.
Do you know what's really funny about that? I know Lundy from watching like some streamers use his shit. And one of the players which like played in the worst way, a dragonborn person whose name was Trihex.
I'm changing the name. I don't wanna ride those fucking bad vibes.
Dude, he sucked.
I refuse to be associated with that man.
And
Yeah.
Lundy would literally constantly be like, listen, you don't have to like try to play into every single little fucking thing with like this like if you watch it, you'll just be like shaking your head like, what the fuck?
Hey, did you ever figure out how many hit points Raiko has in the 2024 version?
I think 70.
Damn!
Why?
I only have 60. Like, well, 59 technically, but...
Are you a monk?
My character has
Yeah.
75.
Well, then how am I supposed to be the tank?
Well,
Mitigation.
yours isn't as much about big health. It's about keeping the mitigating the damage.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I
Well-
could take the tough beat more than once.
I mean, with you having the, what are you, a D8?
I don't know. I just work here.
Amongst D8s?
I'm not even at my screen right now. I'm making pizza rolls.
It's alright.
I have not eaten today, I don't think.
Claw of Hidden Fury. One of these days I'm gonna get a poison I can put on my claw.
Buy
of these
one.
days.
Or ask Soup for one.
Honestly, I can get like a purple worm poison that can like fucking do ridiculous damage.
Alright, name has been changed into Valagor Storm Scale.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It doesn't
Yeah.
have a T?
Oh my god, dude, have you used Grok for naming conventions? It's insanely good.
I don't use Twitter, I don't use Grok, I don't...
I'm concerned that your name doesn't
Any of
have a
that.
T.
Listen, it is what it is. Shit
What does that
sucks.
have to do with
Get over
Twitter?
it.
Bubba's, I gotta eat, dude. I haven't eaten all day. What do you want from me? What
I
do
have an
you
18
want?
passive perception.
Do you want your bean tea? Or do you want Chicken Man?
Alright, so I got these night. Got my sex whips.
You got Chicken Man.
Enduring
Can I
Fuck
put him
you,
right here?
dude.
Got
You
my
want that?
mental spell resistance.
Here.
That sex whip thing is so ass. I hate that.
I got the bourgeois carriage.
Ow, fucking whore!
Walter the attack camel.
Ah, shit, that hurt.
Alright. So you're going tank. Also, if you want to, if me, Soup, and whoever can help you min-max your character, if you want to like make sure it's full tilt as a tank. Because when you as a tank is going to be more like as a monk, it's more about control and mitigation. You're not a barbarian. It's actually a rather high skill cap, which is a good and bad thing. It means that it's easy to fuck up, but also it won't be boring.
Okay, I have Amulet of the Devout +2 for my rare item. I have a basic ass weapon of a basic trident. I have a shield, and I have scale mail. Very basic stuff. I just need something. I need an uncommon item, and I don't know what to take. Spell 4th level lightning bolt is 9d6. Saving throw dexterity 18, 100 feet line. As
Yeah, it's
many people
8d8.
in that line.
Yeah.
And max
So
damage.
fighters 1d10, and then my blade singer is, I believe, 1d6. So
I would love to play something like Azalea, but you already do that, and it would be way too much to have 2 spinning tops.
Let me tell. Well, how married are you to the idea? I'm all right. Hold on. What do you want the most out of this character? Because you can apply a personality to any build. Or do you?
I mean, I was looking at all the builds, but nothing really fit like I wanted it to.
What do you want out of the build? Just to be an absolute like ridiculously built tank that's able to just absorb crazy damage?
I'd like to like be able to absorb damage, but I also don't want to really use a weapon or carry around a weapon.
Okay. That is Monk.
Yep.
Monk is, like I said before, though, it's a high skill cap, but so it's gonna be harder to pull off, but it's gonna be a lot more fun.
Mhm.
Once you get used to it. You'll probably feel like other people might, on a base reality, like be able to like, in a very, very basic form, maybe like have stuff that's stronger than you, but you should have like a lot of creativity allowed for your build to do like really fucking cool shit. It's just gonna
Hey,
take
Bubba, let me
creativity.
eat, and then I'll get you sorted out, bud. Promise. You want your otter?
But also,
You want your baby?
you don't need to be a monk to like have, say, like fist weapons.
For
Like,
anyone who's concerned, I just checked. You can change your other things to 2024 rules while keeping your class something from before that. I'm currently an artificer, but I've been able to maneuver my backgrounds and things like that just in the 2024 rules within D&D Beyond, just so you know. If that was a problem for anybody else.
this shit's
I
a
don't
little
think I-
weird.
What do I need? I need an uncommon item. And
An
then I
uncommon and a
need-
rare.
No, I already have a rare. I just need an uncommon item, and I need a proper backstory for this guy.
See, I don't even know how to go into
I'll be right back.
2024.
Oh! Ah! I'm dropping shit.
I go to fighter. I basically have to let him do it, I guess. I don't know. Still in version 11. So like the stuff for 2024 like isn't even it's not even an option.
Which thing? You can pick the thing that you do for your class.
Like weapons.
I don't. Yeah.
Like, and Echo Knight isn't an option for fighter. So I have a I guess I'll just wait for him to do it and then I'll fix whatever he uploads. I have notes on everything about my character, so once he uploads what I sent him, I'll be able to just go in and fix whatever needs fixing. This was a good session.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.